Mic check, mic check, mic check. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. How you doing, everybody? Happy Friday, happy Friday. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be taking it easy, taking it chill here on the Friday Chill Stream. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Like, subscribe, show your decorum. Click that like button. I see your calls coming in. I appreciate the patience. That's 844-900-2229. 844-900-2229. We already got people on hold. Thank you. It's your captain speaking, the American Anchor Baby. I welcome everybody here. Rumble.com/American Anchor Baby. Punchy.tv/Anchor Baby. We're going to get to calls. We're going to get to super chats, topics. It's Friday the 13th. Thanks, Francisco. Cloudfish Fanatic Francisco. How you doing, Taylor? Thank you, Bernie Bound. Brian says, hello. Hello. Now that I have your attention. Thank you so much. Alias, how you doing? Thank you, Hake Report. How you doing, Jules? Happy Friday, Deconstruct. How you doing, Brandy? Welcome. Kilo. Amazing. Happy Friday, everybody. Let me say hello. Hey, hello, hello. Let's refresh this. 844-900-2229. Kick back and relax. We're chilling here on a Friday. People are still finishing their stuff. People are calling in. I want to get to you guys right away. As we kick back and get through some of this stuff that I got. All this stuff we didn't get to. Fun stuff. I mean, I guess I'll open up the HQ, right? Maybe we should open up the HQ. Just at least peruse, browse, monitor the situation. Okay, let's activating. Hold on. We're activating. Wait, how do we do that? Okay, hold on. We're activating. Okay, we're activating. There we go. The HQ. What's going on in the world? Okay, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Epic Times. That's Falun Gong propaganda. Daily Wire. I just haven't been checking that lately. That's defunct. Daily Mail. I will keep that. Okay. Okay. I don't want to get in trouble with foreign intelligence agencies, so we'll close that one. Okay. We'll monitor the situation. Maybe something's going on, but I want to get to my calls, and we got to get to some fun stuff here. Taking it easy with my people. I do appreciate it. Rumble.com/American Anchorbaby. Punchy.tv/Anchorbaby. Now, where was we? As we monitor, as we do that, let's say hello to some people here on this fine Friday. Hold on. Monitoring the situation has finally slowed down my beast of a computer. Hold on. You're telling me we need more RAM in 2026? How much RAM do we need? I mean, I have so much. I actually have so much RAM, it's insane. Show some decorum, you sniveling little shekel shovelers, says Stormode. And he's talking about just clicking the like button, So thank you for calling. I want to get to who are we talking to here I think this is Canada. We got Jermaine. How you doing, sir? Happy Friday. Appreciate your call. You're on the air. Let's see here if we can hear our people. Mic check.
Hey, Nick. What's up, man?
How you doing, Jermaine? Happy Friday.
Yeah, man. So, Nick, man, I'm calling you about. Have you seen that video of the inmate guy? I think it's in Ohio.
Ohio. What's happening in Ohio?
Of the correctional officer and the black guy that apparently he was sleeping and she woke him up.
Correctional.
And then they got into a brawl.
No, I don't think I've heard of this.
Yeah. So I don't know why he's in jail, but he's in jail. And she woke him up for whatever reason. I don't remember. And they were going back and forth with they were arguing, going back and forth. She's like, why do you wake me up? I'm sleeping. I'm in jail and I'm trying to get no ticket. All right. He's saying he's trying to get no ticket. And then she what do you call it? Disrespected him. And then he's like, well, I don't like how you're talking to me. You're disrespecting me. And she's like, I don't care. Back up. Get away from me. Go behind the line. And he was taking no for an answer. And then
does he have a green shirt? The guy in the video?
I think it's green or blue. Yeah.
So he's telling him to back up.
Yeah, and he wouldn't back up. So she's telling him, turn around and put your hands behind your back. They're gonna cuff him, right? And he wasn't listening. So she pepper sprayed him, and he start going at her with some punch, man. That was so funny.
No,
so
I'm wondering if this video I'm looking at is the one you're talking about. Y'all want to see inmate fights two female correctional officers after he requests to speak to a white shirt over random cell
Yes.
shakedown? That sound familiar?
Yes, that's the junior. That is the video.
Oh man, I guess we'll have to watch it since you brought it up. So these female correctional officers could not handle this guy.
Yeah, but you know the thing, it was all ego when I saw the video. They were just, both of them were butthurt, right? And no one was taking for an answer. And then if you know females, right, we're waking up, so kind of understand they're egotistic and prideful, right? And the more you feed into that nature of them, they feel like more in control because she's already in an authority position, right? And now they're both going at each other, and then it's
so you're saying they had a part to play in this besides being like maybe weak or unable to handle like male inmates. You're saying these female officers had a part to play in it further than that.
Oh yeah, they both heg each other on. They heg each other on, and then they both escalate the problem. And I'm like, if only the guy stay, listen and follow order, he wouldn't have escalated. But they're both so lost in how disrespected they both were that it escalated the situation, and they were driven by evil that is inside of them, that judgment. So I thought it would be a great video for you to play in it, put a 2 cents in on it.
All right, we're gonna have to watch it for sure. We're gonna have to watch it for sure.
Yeah.
We got it loaded up, ready to go. And I'm gonna have to react to it, sir.
Yes, sir. Nice.
Amazing. Happy Friday, man. Anything else you want to speak on?
Oh, there was this other thing too, but we'll just leave it for another time. I'll let some other callers and you
absolutely
get the show going.
Amazing, man. Thank you. Call
me
again.
Sir. No worries, Nick. Bye. Cheers.
844-900-2229. I see you on hold. I'll get to you. We got some beautiful beam footage. Amazing.
Hey, Bama, when you go out there, man, please go get a white shirt, bro.
A white shirt
Man,
comes
tell them
over
it's an
here
emergency,
because
bro.
of a shakedown.
It ain't about the shakedown.
Okay.
So go get a white shirt. I have to imagine those are like some people with authority, and he's. I guess we have to follow what this says. He's upset about this cell shakedown. I guess they look through their cells.
It ain't about the shakedown.
Okay.
I don't
what's
care.
it
You do
about
that every day.
What's it about that?
Come on, like, ma'am, you just woke me up out my sleep for no reason.
It's a random
I
shakedown.
I haven't disrespected you. I never had a jack ticket in my life.
Okay. What does that have
It
to
ain't
do
a random
with me?
shakedown, dude.
It is though.
It do
The
got
cell hasn't been
everything to
shook
do.
down since you guys moved in there.
Come on.
That's a female, I guess, speaking.
You thought a motherfucker was laughing at you earlier. You looked at me and then looked like this, like, come on, man, we all see.
What are you talking about? You need to step off. Go somewhere else. I don't give a fuck about that tape on the ground. You need to go somewhere else.
Please stop cussing at me. I'm not cussing at you. Please
Hey, go
stop
ahead and
cussing
just cuff up then.
Please stop cussing at me.
OSCR 15 12 less. Go ahead.
The caption is, y'all want to see somebody on a power trip get whooped and stomped out?
Cuff up. Turn around.
Now, please don't do that.
Turn around and cuff up.
Please don't do that.
Turn around and cuff up.
Cuff up from what?
Because you want to go see
Please
white
don't
shirts?
do that. I'm
They got
asking
white
you
shirts
to-
instead.
I'm just asking
Turn
you.
around.
I'm just asking you. Please don't
Turn
do that.
around
Ask you.
and cuff up. It's the last time I'm going to tell you.
Ask you.
I don't know. That kind of behavior. Them's the words of a free man. You know what I mean? I've seen footage. I watch film. And sometimes individuals get arrested on the street and they're free people. And they're like, please don't do that. When they like clearly, when the officers tell them to do something, they have to. The officer believes they're giving them a lawful command. They'll be like, please don't do that. Please don't do it. Like it would be their fault if they did their job. But I don't think you get that. Aren't you an inmate here? Are you an inmate here? Please don't do that.
Last time
I don't know if you have that.
I'm saying it. Turn around and cuff up.
Please don't.
Cuff up!
Oh. Pepper spray. Oh, the guy's on top. Somebody help him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him and kill him. This is insane. This is insane. Yeah, I don't want to. Whatever. Context. White. I didn't see any news story on this. But, yeah, I don't know if she's power tripping or something. I don't know. I don't see it personally. If she is, that's no justification. Look, it's a command. Like, maybe she's tripping. You got to do what she says. She's the correctional officer. Sounds unless I'm missing something here, right? Nothing justifies this. And yeah. So, anyways, happy Friday video. What a mess. So violent. You need tough people in there, be able to handle themselves. You know, because they're in their training, right? They're in their training. You know, you got to have a real authority in there. You got to have a real authority. Just a little training manual. Anybody can do it. You just follow the training manual. And now we're putting our women in these situations. But anyways, they don't carry guns in there with the population, Nick. Now I understand. But they should come in at that point and bring the guns in. It's like, okay, we keep the guns over here, but our officers get bop. Anyways, but I'm glad they handled that. No one died. But I believe, if I'm reading the caption correct, they were significantly hurt. You know, I'm not seeing a news story, but what a mess. I'm sure y'all love that though. On a Friday, like, come on, show us, yeah, show us more. Sick people. What else you want to see, huh? What else do you want? I got all these videos for you. Sick people. What do you want? You want more chips? I got chips for you. Wait, hold on. We were monitoring the situation. We got callers on hold. I want to get to all of you. What's even going on? Frig all this, right? Minneapolis ICE chapter is coming to a close. Like, we already covered that. Infowars, I love you. You know, just maybe I'll check you later. Nazi Guthrie, without a trace. They're saying, anyways. More Epstein. Okay. Deepak Chopra. No, not Deepak Chopra. I don't really know anything about Deepak Chopra. and just being in the emails doesn't running cover again. Okay, I'm running. He was cool. Epstein's cool, okay? He was a real guy. Stop judging him. All right, let's see. We'll keep monitoring this. Let me move my stuff around here. What's the first thing I have on my packet? I'm laughing because the first thing on my packet is... I'm not joking. This is serious. Fart N-word. Okay? But you got to understand, this is the news. Before you look at me like that, okay? Fart N-word. FN. I don't even want to say the F word. Fart. HGTV fires Nicole Curtis after radar revealed rehab addict used N-word on secret videotape. Oh my God. Language like this is hurtful and disappointing. What did Nicole Curtis say? I don't even know this lady. But she's the newest victim. The newest victim of the forbidden word. And she took some creative liberties with it, I gotta say. I have not heard this particular iteration.
Why? It's my last one. Oh, fart nigger. What the fuck is that I just said? Nick, you gotta, can you kill that?
Kill that, please. Delete that footage. If you were a decent person, if you at all had any decency in you, you would have deleted this footage. Base, people are saying in the chat. What does it even mean? I don't think that even means. That's nonsense, right?
It's my last one. Oh, fart nigger. What the fuck is that I just said?
What is that?
You gotta, can you kill that?
Who uses that combination of words?
Oh, fuck my life.
F my, she knew. She knew.
Why? It's my last one. Oh, fart nigger. What the fuck is that I just said?
Why? Like, why?
You gotta, can you kill that?
What is that? Like, why? But anyways, it's funny. And she shouldn't be getting canceled. What? We still doing that? We're still doing that? They're not canceling her, right? You guys haven't even heard about her. She can live her life. Right? It's just stupid news on Friday Anchor Baby stream. Nah, but I saw this go around. She's on like HGTV, and I heard that she's getting like there's something going on. Yeah, she got fired. HGTV fires Nicole Curtis. So, what? Nick keeps replaying it, LOL. That was obvious nonsense. You know what I mean? How is this happening still? Curtis, 49 years old. What kind of, they were saying the way she so easily said it, she says it way more and in other ways in her private life. And if so, that's like, it's everywhere now. Everybody says it now. We're cool now about it, right? Right? What a mess. Yo, who do we got here?
Hello, Nick.
What's up, Mark? Los Angeles, California. How you doing, sir?
Very well, very well. I just wanted to follow up on a conversation I had with Hake earlier in the week that you may have heard. The riots happened in the American cities between 64 and 68. Very interesting research. I found that all the riots that were started because of police interactions with black people that didn't want to listen and do what they were told to do lawfully by the police. Almost every major riot from Watts to Newark to Detroit, Philadelphia, they were all started because black people can't listen to orders. Now, the second part that I didn't get out was the so-called war on poverty waged by LBJ, a self-hating white man. Apparently, according to my research...
LBJ. Yeah, Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah. Yeah, he was an evil demon. The white mayors of many of America's largest cities have had the riots because in those years, even the big cities had white mayors, but they were liberal sellouts. They were, they were begging LBJ for millions of dollars so they can just give it to their local Negroes. Yeah, it was called the War on Poverty. Basically what it was, Johnson and the Democrats stole taxpayer money from majority white working people to just give it away to Negroes to keep them from burning our cities down. It was called the War on Poverty. It could be researched. I don't know what dollar amount, because by the 1960s dollars compared to 2026 dollars, I can't even comprehend. I know it was in the tens of millions of dollars, maybe billions, and it failed. The War on Poverty was a miserable failure. You cannot throw money at this problem, the race problem. Never going to be solved with money. The only solution is separation. As long as we're integrated with them, we're going to be victims of their crime, and we're going to be robbed by them financially through the government, mainly Democrats and a lot of rhinos who vote for tax increases to give to the Negro and take from the white man. That's what the war on poverty basically was. You know, I lived through those years as a young man, and I saw America go down. We had a choice to make in 1967. We could have fought back with every bullet in the armory against these terrorists, or we could give them civil rights and let them slowly but surely destroy our country. And that's what they're doing today. We can't say certain words. Our language is restricted. The police are afraid to go into no-go zones in the U.S. I mean, we've already compromised on our freedoms. The only thing that keeps us free is the fact that we are a majority. When we become a minority, look at South Africa, look at Rhodesia, even look at Haiti before they had their revolution where they killed all the whites. Look at the Reconstruction era. Anytime the white man is outnumbered by the black, we will lose our rights. We will be legally robbed, physically abused, and we will be eventually genocided. So that's my statement for today. Any questions?
No, it's fascinating. I mean, it's interesting to know now from this vantage, with even little time and even experience or whatever in politics or history, to know that such a movement such as something billed as a war on poverty, you got to know from the beginning what a lie that is. Unless your so-called war on poverty is a war, and again, I have to say pretty misguided even in this case, but unless it's a war against the basic, you know, the evil human nature of the individual, the laziness, etc., then it's a farce. And as I'm looking at it now, I've heard of it, right? I've heard of it. War on poverty, I may have heard of it. But of course, the major initiatives of it, the Food Stamp Act, Social Security, none of it is, hey, what you're doing wrong. Look, here we are. Here we're going to open up more opportunities, but you got to make it happen. I see none of that. And it should have been obvious from the beginning that such a thing like a war on poverty is a lie. So very interesting. And so you're telling me it's just basically been a wealth transfer ever since. It's billed as a war on poverty, billed as a food stamps act, billed as Social Security, Medicaid. But what it's been all this time is a big wealth transfer.
I have a question. If you had been alive then, say you were the mayor of Detroit or Chicago, Cleveland, any of those big cities, and you had a black problem, you had a crime problem, you had a riot problem, would you have asked LBJ for millions of dollars to steal from the taxpayers to give to these criminals to quote unquote solve your problem? Or how would you have handled it, Nick?
I would put him in jail.
Well, they did. But that's only a temporary solution. They don't stay in jail.
No, I mean, I'd put
forever.
those black people in jail or whatever criminal.
That's what I mean. But, you know, the rioters in Cleveland, Ohio in 1966, it's called the Huff Riots. The average rioter got a $150 fine. So putting them in jail isn't the answer. It's a temporary answer, but so is giving them money and paying them to behave. It's only going to cause the problem to get worse, and it has gotten worse. The only reason they're not rioting like they did in the 60s, even though there are many riots all over the country. The media tries to hide it, but people with cameras post it, and the world sees these people for who they are. So it's a mini version of what happened in the 60s going on all over America. It's not a jobs problem. It's not an economic problem. It is a racial problem. Even these professional athletes are going to jail for violent assault, gambling. I mean, they're low IQ. Anybody that's making millions of dollars and wants to cheat on gambling is a fool. But yet this is their culture. It doesn't matter. Money, as I said, is not going to solve the problem.
I understand what you're saying. I personally think it's I think it's a social and a governance thing. Because put it like this, essentially, I'm saying put him in jail, but I also mean like generally. Imagine because you agree with me, the reason they didn't, and you're talking about the riots, but think about it just in general. Why just they don't even put just criminals in jail? They say that it's racism to even do it. Something's wrong in that way, and not with those individual criminals. Imagine, just not doing that and just doing the. Here's what I'm trying to say: is that the right, even though you're saying that's not going to work, or even though you're saying that's going to be really difficult, that doesn't change that you got to do the right thing. Enforce the law, put people in jail. Don't count out to racism. Don't count out to people saying you got to give me this because you're racist. Don't tell, right? You got to do the right thing. And America just has not wanted to for a long time, from what I gather. They're just like afraid of racism. You know, when I hear about segregation, for example, I understand why people want it. I think people should be allowed to freely associate. That is your right. That's not evil. That's not racist. But what I hear lately, though, is segregation is the answer. The answer. Segregation is not the answer. That doesn't even make sense. Segregation is merely a tool. It's merely a way of ordering yourself. And if it's what's necessary now, is merely because it's a reaction to what's happening. There's no answer in these things. That's just a word. That's just the way we order ourselves, you know? So it's not that segregation is the answer, it's the truth because it's about race. And no, segregation seems to be, it's more, I think more it's like this. Segregation is obviously on the table because people should be free. And now it becomes a question of, should we do it? And obviously, because people have not been able to do the right thing, just say the truth. No, it's not racism. You have to go to jail if you do crimes. It's looking like you got to segregate now, but it's not like the answer. It's merely like a thing you got to do. You see what I'm saying? And it's becoming like way more. You see these judges they're literally taking. You saw that, right? This black judge saw this black guy who's saying, F you, I don't care, I don't have no sympathy. And she's like, you're supposed to go to jail for 65 years. I'm going to give you 30 because, you didn't have all the opportunities. How are we supposed to live with these people? How are we supposed to live with people like that and have a society if they think like that, So, but it only got to this point because of the things in my opinion, the things I'm saying. It's not the answer. It's merely a thing that we got to do.
At all. Right. They're still asking for reparations, which won't solve the problem.
Right.
And furthermore, in the 60s, there was segregation in the North and the South. The difference was in the South, it was by law, or I think it's called de facto or de jure. In the North, it was either de jure or de facto, which meant it was by custom. There was no laws that said you had to separate like there were in the South. In the North, it was done by custom. But after the riots of the 60s and the giveaway program by our government and the other laws, the affirmative action and all that just made things worse and not better. The Negroes feel entitled and privileged. The white man feels guilty and ashamed. And this can't continue. They're gonna push you'll never give them enough. They want you to give them everything you've got and do it with a smile or you're a racist. That's really what it comes down to. Give them everything you've got, do it with a smile, or else you're a racist. That's really what it is, Nick. You cut through the crap, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Can I do a shout out?
Sure, I think. I mean, to like someone in chat or something like that? Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, two people, Ivana and Alan from Michigan. Not the Alan from Virginia. Remember who that bozo was that called himself Alan last week and kept you on the phone purposefully to keep other people from calling in. I heard everything you guys said. Mm-hmm. He was calling it anti-diversity versus pro-diversity. He was just code talk for I want to destroy Whitey. That's really who he was. And he was delaying others from calling in, Nick. That's their strategy. Tie up the phone.
Confuse.
I'm going to be off here in a quick second, but no, I'm just saying those. People
I know what you're talking about. They want to confuse.
Your show.
Yeah.
Pardon me?
Yeah, I know what you're talking. I know those kind of people. They just want to confuse.
Yeah,
Very
don't
subversive.
give them an inch. I mean, don't say, "Do you have another comment?" Because they'll never stop. They'll never stop.
I'll try and pay attention to that. I'll definitely try and pay attention to that.
I appreciate it, Nick.
Hey,
you have a good weekend.
I don't know.
God bless.
I don't know if I'm just trying to. Hey, I'll just ask it without any preamble and fanfare. But chat question: ask Mark if black people have a right to live in the United States.
Not according to the Exclusionary Act of 1790, which was written by the first Congressional Congress. They were slaves. There were black people here when that Exclusionary Act was put into the law, but they were slaves and they weren't citizens.
Put it.
Whether it's
go, please finish.
No, go ahead.
My bad.
No, I was just going to say that if we wanted to use that law, but they've in the last 250 years, they've put in so many anti-white laws to counter that constitutionally and legally, we would have to come to some sort of an agreement. Look, you're going back, and we're going to pay you reparations to leave and never come back. We'll build you up in Africa as good as we can, and you're on your own. They'll never make it. They'll never make it, and they know it. That's why guys like Kentucky John, who say they want separation, but he won't go back to Africa. Why? Because he knows it's a failed continent, and he
grew up in America. He feels American. He grew up in America. I can understand some of that, but hey, I appreciate you answering that question.
Don't give him any credence, Nick. Don't give him any credence. He's the one saying he wants
American parents, English his whole life.
He's got a whole continent
he's hateful.
to go to.
He should repent.
What?
Put it like, no, of course he's hateful. He should repent. Okay, great. Thank you for answering that from chat. Can you answer one more from me, and then we got to move?
You got it.
Because I honestly, I don't think segregation, wanting to care for your area, seeing what's going on, I don't think any of that is just evil and like on the it's automatically hateful. Not at all. But question kind of in that world, in that field of segregation, etc. But as maybe unlikely, however unlikely it may be or whatever, if like blacks, for example, just kind of in a very large part, in a very visible part, maybe like gave up this like black thing and were like, you know what, they weren't doing all the things you were saying, and repented. Let's just summarize. Would you want to or need to segregate?
Well, the only problem is as long as they're commingling in any way, there's going to be race mixing. And when there's race mixing, our race dies. I'm talking about the white race.
Oh.
We'll die out through Mongolization. That's why we had segregation, and that's why separation is the only way we're going to preserve our race and our nation. If we mix with these people, civilization is going to collapse. There's no way. They were not meant to lead. The white man was. Our challenge was to find a way to stop from the mixing, have our own nation like the founding fathers of our country wanted us to have it, and everything would have been good. If we would have stuck to our guns from the way the founding fathers wanted this country to run, we wouldn't be in this jam. That's the problem. A lot of white people, after the slaves were freed, already began to see what the destruction was going to look like. They saw it under the Reconstruction. The white Southerners knew black people don't have the ability to run a government or control a government or run an economy. And that's why they had segregation after the Reconstruction for 100 years. And between segregation and the Origins Act of 1924, the white race was pretty well preserved. There was still race mixing, but not on the levels that we see it today. It's at a level now where we're going to be extinct in probably less than a generation. Race mixing is a failed idea, just like integration. It doesn't benefit the white man in any way. Right now, the white race and the white people are living in fear. They're afraid to speak these truths because they'll lose their job, they'll be assaulted, but it is the truth. And it may be too late to solve this problem. But I'm out here saying it. I'm trying to be like Paul Revere and say, hey, the commies are coming, the Reds are coming, and they're coming in the form of their biggest weapon, the black race. The Communist Party has always saw the black people as a weapon to destroy America. That goes back over 100 years. You could look at the writings of the Communist Party from the 1920s. They wanted to use race as a wedge to destroy America. And I would say they're doing pretty good. I don't like them. I hate the communists. They're the ones pushing this stuff.
I got you, Mark.
And the blacks are going along with them. Most of them. You have exceptions like, Jesse.
Right, man.
But,
right.
Not enough of them. All righty.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick. Have a
Mark,
good
call me
weekend.
again, man. Thank you.
We'll do. Bye.
Bye-bye. 844-900-2229. We're going to get to calls, more calls here in a sec. What the? Oopsies. You're not supposed to see that. Boom. Alrighty, 844-900-2229. We're going to keep it going here. Have a great weekend, Mark. Happy Friday. It's Friday vibe still. Okay. Freedom of association. Okay. Turn all this down. All right, what's going on here? What do I have next? You just broke the matrix. How you doing, Mr. Pink? Thank you. Birdie Bound Brian, appreciate the back-to-back super chats. Big time coffees, buymeacoffee.com/anchorbaby. That's deep. Thank you. Jermaine with the coffee says, look, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's the myth, the legend, the American anchor baby. Have an amazing show, Nick, and even better weekend. Shout out to chat too. Thank you for that, sir. Someone with all those coffees, thank you for the generosity. That's deep. That's a lot of coffees. And you're always anonymous, no message. Amazing. Am I coming in all right? I realized I have something downloading in the background. And I still have great internet connection, so whatever. All righty. We got Ohio on the air.
Hey, what up, Nick?
How you doing, Art? A pleasure, sir. Happy Friday. Appreciate your call.
Happy Friday to you too. That little video with that guard, that female, that lesbian white female, and I think the black guard female.
Yeah.
That only thing that inmate did that was wrong. I really don't damn near see what he did that was wrong. You in a jail around a whole bunch of killers and con artists and whatever else you want to put in there. And when you in them type of environments, you have to it's like the belly of the beast. You gotta be like strong, and you gotta be kind of be masculine in there. You see what I'm saying? Because any sin of weakness is going another inmate is gonna take advantage of it. You see what I'm saying? So you putting feminine energy in there, a female. What do you think is gonna happen? You see what I'm saying? What do you think? You don't think that inmate, if you look at that video, the inmate, when that white female was saying, that lesbian female was saying something to him, he kind of glanced down and looked back up at her. He was sizing her up. You see what I'm saying? Man. He straight sized her up. You see what I'm saying? So, they've been pushing this propaganda, we equal and this and this and this and that. And this just goes to show you we ain't equal. We don't think alike. We don't act alike. We don't look alike. We don't walk alike. Nothing we do is alike. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, if that's what's got to happen for people to wake up and smell the hot cocoa, I don't want it to happen like that. This is going to have to happen like that. Because for some odd reason, they keep biting the bullet and thinking that everything is equal. Everybody's equal, and it ain't.
That's so true. That could only have ended badly, this setup. If not that situation, some other. It's a ticking time bomb to have these women out in those situations. It's insane.
And every time, and this happens more often than it don't. You would be surprised how often this happens. And a lot of it, they try to keep it hidden inside the institutions and don't try to talk about it. Just like you have a lot of them females to be going in there getting pregnant by the inmates. You see what I'm saying?
I've heard of that. It's a problem too because. Please go ahead.
So I mean, we've been saying this. I've been saying this for years. Why would you have them in the environment that you know that you put them in a lose-lose situation? You see what I'm saying?
100%. It's a problem too because I'm not sure personally, but I have a theory, and I don't know how to prove it, that these men who have female police officer partners, that they gotta tactically think they have to on top of the normal tactics that they probably have to do with whatever situation they're in, they have to add like another 20% of bandwidth to, okay, but I also have this woman partner. Can I really engage here? Can I really trust that she can handle this situation, right? Can I really, you have like an extra layer, you have an extra higher order of thinking here. I have a female partner. Can I really engage here and trust her strength in this moment where, et cetera. I can't, I don't know. I haven't proved it, but I have that theory on that.
Well, I mean, that's common sense. Let's just put you in, let's use you and me as an example. You don't think if I'm going on the scene and I got a female partner and Artiart only 6 foot, I only weigh 155, 60 pounds. You give or take. And I'm going up on the scene and the dude is way bigger than me. You don't think in the back of my mind I'm gonna be like, dang, if we get in a tussle and I hit him with a couple 2 pieces and a biscuit and I don't drop him, what is she gonna follow up with? What is she gonna be able to do? You don't think I mean, if they ain't a liberal, they would be thinking that, but the liberals, they don't think fat meat is greasy until, you know what I mean?
I've never heard that one.
What's happening. Yeah. They don't see it until it actually happens. Then when they in a messed up situation, and then after like they get into a messed up situation, they turn around and redo it again. Like they don't never think like, oh man, maybe I don't need to have a female a partner as my backup. They like, man, shoot, go ahead and give me 2 more female partners as my backup. Like, dude, you almost lost your life because you didn't have the proper backup to handle and handle that situation the right way.
That is so true.
That's how liberals think.
What a setup.
Okay, the second thing is all that scamming and with Minnesota and all these funds and stuff. They talking about the Negroes this, and we shouldn't have. The Negroes are taking advantage of this and taking advantage. Lord knows that Negroes ain't did. If out of all them billions of dollars that's been getting stolen out of California, Minnesota, let's speculate where else, in Maine, where these is a lot of predominantly white, especially Maine. Mm-hmm. You think that the Negroes and them Somalians was getting they only probably got 1% of all that money. Where you think the rest of that money went to?
Whoever got greased. Oh.
To the white people, I was just looking at a video or whatnot from this beta male. He said something I had to agree with him. If it was they wouldn't even let a Negro steal $10,000 and they would have locked him up. So you mean to tell me you let all these foreigners from a different nation that ain't even American citizens come over here and steal all this money, allegedly? Mm-hmm. And I ain't saying that it wasn't stolen, but I guarantee you them foreigners didn't get all that money. They went to white liberals. White liberals.
Interesting. I mean, you're talking about the speculation on the who facilitated all this fraud, because it's, from what's been revealed, pretty blatant. Like it's not like it was pretty blatant. Like there was like full on there, as you've seen the videos, it's full on businesses that have the windows are barred out. It's a little tiny room, and they're saying they got hundreds of kids. Someone had to sign off on all that, and so that's what you're talking about. You're talking about the speculation on who facilitated all that. I mean, I think it's a fair question. I think it's a fair point of investigation.
Man, I've been around whites all my life, man. Generationally been around whites all my life, man. They would have an investigation on some Negroes or some Native American blacks if you blink wrong. So you mean to tell me they've been stealing billions and billions of all these dollars, and they just now all of a sudden allegedly they figuring and finding out that these alleged Somalians and all these foreigners and Gavin Newsom's been laundering and stealing all this money through these little fake false programs? All of a sudden, get out of here, man. They've been knowing this going on, and they've been letting it happen. It ain't no Negroes is doing that. That's foreign black and Hispanics and all these other nationalities. The whites let them over here. Right along.
It makes you wonder. It makes you wonder if the difference is like a more shrewdness in, like, for example, these Somalians, like they were just able to, like, they were just more willing to, like, come together and like what I'm trying to say is, like, you see some of the scams too with blacks, but it's maybe not as sophisticated or as organized because I don't know, they just didn't want to call it whatever you want, right? Call it more patriotic or lazy, or I don't know, right? Like, but Somalians, you see what I'm saying? Like, to add to what you're saying, like it could speak to them being far more shrewd and like, hey, let's find the corrupt people in the politics. Let's say, hey, let's all racism and feeding the poor and let's make some money. Like they were just willing to take it that far.
Got you. Oh, for sure. Nah, for sure. Let it happen. Third thing is, I wonder, I would ask, next time you talk or whatnot, somebody ask Mark how many Negro and Native American black friends has he had in California. You see what I'm saying? Ask him how many Negro Americans have he worked with or had friends in California. You see what I'm saying? And I awfully find it grand, one of the most, somebody like Mark, you know what I mean? He's so allegedly so conservative in, we need to do this and we need to do that. Sir, you in one of the most liberalist melting pots in one of the most diversity is our strength state in America. And that happened because not only did they probably manipulated them elections, because I don't think that California is as liberal as what they try to make it seem, but it is. It's a lot of liberals out there, so it's like wipe the coal out of your own eye before you talk about with the coal that somebody else has in their eye. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody in their mind knows that California is the blueprint. Anything that happens in California, Chicago, Atlanta, and Texas, and New York, they try to implement on the rest of the United States. So, Mark is 80-something years old. He
I don't know how old he is. I don't know how old he is.
I thought he said he was somewhere between 80 or somewhere. He older or something. Basically, it's from his way of thinking and from the him being in the fallen state that California is how it is. You see what I'm saying? So, and last time I checked, Virginia and Ohio, just as now over the last 20, 30 years, is gotten progressively more liberal. California's always dang near being liberal like that, where they let anybody come in there, come and go in and out that state. So, I just think it's mighty grand that you try to talk about everywhere else, when I can almost speculate you probably ain't never even left out of the state of California. As a matter of fact, I would love to know if Mark has any family members in some of these southern and northern states in America. You see what I'm saying?
Are you saying like
he
his?
talk.
Is it that his like Are you saying that like his environment is what's informing his opinion maybe a little?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? Because a reason why I say that, you go down to Virginia and ask them, not all, but most of them.
I think not, because I think I was sort of asking him about that. My question on, okay, I understand wanting to segregate, you can have, that doesn't mean hate. That means like, sometimes that just means like, okay, I'm seeing it how it is and I don't want it like this. That doesn't mean I hate him. So I asked him, okay, but let's pretend for a moment like black people repented of their hatred to white people, for example, and whatever, and they worked on themselves, maybe run their businesses like they used to. I'm kind of adding to it. I didn't ask him to him exactly like this, but he said no. Even then, essentially, it would still need to separate, because there's the problem of mixing. People will mix, and that would be a problem. So it sounds like it's not even like, oh, he's around liberal blacks and in liberal run cities that have got this black problem, and they're just like won't look at themselves, etc. I don't think it's even that, if I may, and I don't want to speak for him, but I was asking him that question. And it sounds like in his mind, his ideal world is we're all just strong neighbors at a distance, and we don't have to necessarily hate or fight each other. But I think his ideal thing, it's also race is a big thing to him too. I don't necessarily see it like that, but anyways, he's saying, I think in his ideal world, it's we're just like strong neighbors at a distance, and I can understand that.
I mean, I can understand that too, and I don't got no problem with segregation. Why don't you go ask?
I don't like that either, right? Because then I'd have to go with the Mexicans. I'm like, wait, I'm white on the inside. What's going on? I'm messing around.
No, you good. You all right. No, but you go to Virginia, and I ain't gonna say all of them, but most of them, you ain't gonna be able to take no talking no stuff about no Negro blacks in Virginia, and they gonna jump up on the bandwagon. Oh, let's send the Negroes back to this here and there, that here, because most of them whites in Virginia, they gonna stand up and tell you, hold up, these Negro blacks down here, they work hard, and a lot of them got kids with Negro blacks, including my uncle. You see what I'm saying?
Totally,
so,
man. That's the point of freedom of association. If imagine for a moment, that's why I really believe in that, because I also believe in a parallel. Some might call it a fantasy and impossible, but I don't listen to those people. I believe in a parallel America where you didn't like fall for racism and say and call it mean when they freed the slaves, and then whites and blacks, it wasn't all hunky dory. There was some conflict. Instead of people thinking, wow, that's such a terrible thing whites were doing, imagine a parallel America where they were like, you know what? This is the cost of freedom. Sometimes we're not going to like each other, and that's okay. Imagine if America went down that path. And it's like, I totally see in America where it's like, in that parallel timeline, people freely got together too. And they're like, you know what? I like these blacks. They're totally fine. And maybe they wouldn't have even gone so crazy too, because they wouldn't have this justification of racism, and they wouldn't have gone so violent in some places, in some areas or whatever. I know I'm being a little ignorant, but you must understand a little bit of the picture I'm painting and why I really believe in freedom of association.
That's why I'm sitting on this listening. Everything you're saying, I'm in agreements with it. Go ahead, listen.
No, I'm there. That's it. That was the salvo. Thank you.
And truth be told, I'm like this. At first I didn't think blacks we should. I don't even think that we needed reparations, but just sitting back looking, that's how I am. I work hard for any and everything that I want. I don't believe in wanting handouts from nobody. You see what I'm saying? Including reparations. So
true.
But I mean,
it's like, ew, get away from me. I don't have any money for you.
Yeah. But at this point, I mean, you let some third worlders come over here and steal from the whites and the black Americans or whatnot. And it's like, well, if y'all gonna let them do it, y'all might as well go ahead and give reparations to Native American blacks. I mean, at this point, you talking about $19 billion in Minnesota. Ain't that many Negroes in Minnesota.
It's insane.
What?
It's like the GDP of there was some report on how the remittances to Somalia is at the very least something above 10% of its whole GDP.
Yeah. I guess they were saying. I guess basically what you're saying, what I heard they were saying, that they stole so much money up out of Minnesota alone
And sent it over there. Yeah.
That can run a whole Somalian country.
Bingo.
And
Yeah,
also
at least a
something I
fraction of
noticed-
its GDP for sure.
And you know what else did I notice about these whites or whatnot? You know, and these alleged conservative whites or whatnot. They want to control the ship until it hits the ice. They want to control the Titanic until it hits the iceberg. Then they down on the lower level in the third the nosebleed seats on the third level of the Titanic, acting like they wasn't just staring the ship and into the cabin of the ship. Meaning y'all want to act like y'all say y'all in control, and America was started and founded by the whites. But then when the stuff get real, y'all don't want to do nothing but tuck your tail and run and blame everybody else but yourself. You see what I'm saying? Then when you do give somebody some handouts or whatnot, food stamps and stuff like that, and you want to break the family up, the civil rights movement, when they did that. That don't make no sense. Why you can't just give the people the money and tell them to keep their family together? Basically what I'm saying is they give you something to act like they trying to be nice and be good, but then they put a trap so you walk in straight into a trap. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you think you doing something good.
At
the end of the day,
the thing is, it seems like Mark is it's funny because it's like a civil war with the whites too. It seems like some people like Mark are against those people too, and they may be like taking it. They may be reacting maybe in another way, which speaks to how you're describing it, and that might be a point of self-reflection for sure. But it's a funny thing, you know. I think it's like a civil war amongst the whites, because it's like Mark is like, he's like, man, it's like these people too who voted it all in and believe and fell for he calls it white guilt, right? White guilt. So.
Well, hold on. White guilt ain't had nothing to do with the Negro. That's the internal problem.
Well, he's in that they allowed it, like you say, right? They give out the handouts and turn around and want to say we got to segregate now. I think that's because of this, like a almost civil war with them amongst the whites, essentially. But yeah, I get that too. Just like it's a civil war between me and the liberals. I don't mess with no liberal blacks. You know what? You know why I don't mess with no liberal blacks? Because I have a short fuse for them, and only thing, and you know how I can speak about. I just have a short fuse. You see what I'm saying? And my hands get to warming up. I don't got like I like to be logical, and when somebody is talking to me, and especially a liberal black, you see what I'm saying? I can't do and deal nothing with them. That's why I came out the streets. Because if I stayed in the streets, I would have been in jail for 25 years dealing with liberal blacks. You see what I'm saying? So true. And just blaming and complaining along with them, helping nobody. So it's like the same rot in all the people.
Yeah. And there's another thing too. I hear Hayden and Mark, and some of these people, they first thing first. White, what makes a person white means that they are void of melanin. So Jews are Jewish people are void of melanin. You see what I'm saying? So when I hear Hayden, or who was that, Lenny, I think it was, talk about the Jews this and the Jews that, talk about what you doing. You let the Jewish people come over here into America. You see what I'm saying? You always trying to place the blame on the Jewish people. Talk about what you did. It might have been wrong that you let the Jewish people come over here to America, but they white too. They white too. I don't care what you say. They void of melanin, they're white too. So, but what I'm saying is, you can't keep just trying to blame the Jews and blame everybody else. You got to take accountability for what you do. You see what I'm saying? And as soon as you start taking accountability for what you do, then most of this stuff wouldn't be going on. You can't just keep going around here blaming everybody and everything because you can't get your white woman in control.
Yeah, get some money like them. Yeah, totally. Get some money.
It ain't even about the money.
No, I know, but it's like, it's not about the money, but it's like about I'm gonna get it for myself attitude.
Yeah. And last time I checked, it wasn't no Negroes that destroyed Rome. It wasn't no Negroes that destroyed Britain, France, Ireland. It wasn't no Negroes. No, that come from weak white people being not holding themselves accountable. You can't go around and keep blaming everybody and everything for what you let happen. If either you gonna control the ship or you gonna let Artie Art control the ship. Which one is it?
Interesting, Art. Yeah,
God
there's
bless you.
definitely
I can later,
there's definitely a look in the mirror moment for all people, including those who are losing their country. Amazing, Art. I appreciate that, man.
It was the Jews this. It's the hold up, Nick. It's the
Yeah.
Jews this. It's the blacks this. It's the Africans this. It's the Mexicans this. You got to take accountability what you doing. You let a lot of this stuff happen, go on. Don't try to tuck your tail now and run. Straight
Totally,
up.
and I know this,
Man up.
and I know you say this too
Straight
as a
up.
person who's like, and you even described it a little bit yourself. You like don't even mess with liberal blacks. You say this as a person who has aligned himself with people you consider, truthful, patriotic, love the country, and so I know where you're coming from. So thanks, Art.
Yeah. Definitely. And you know the crazy thing, I still got liberal friends, man. You know what I mean? But I don't mix politics.
Totally.
Meaning either I'm a sell drug, I'm a work a job. You see what I'm saying? You can't mix them. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how you it doesn't never end up right. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of reasons why I still do, and a lot of my liberal friends, they still gonna like me. I can probably tell them I'm a conservative and I like Trump. They gonna be like, oh, you owe Trump love for this, and they gonna talk stuff to me. But at the end of the day, they gonna still ride with me and rock with me, like me, and mess with Artie Art. And they gonna be ready to go to battle with Artie Art because they know Artie Art deep down. I try to stand for what's right, and I ain't just like, okay, prime example. Just like when I was in the streets, I had a lot of gay people that I used to sell to or whatnot. Bam, 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 boom. So if a person, when the liberals come and say that, oh, he don't like gays, this, and he don't like gay, I got gay people that they gonna vouch for me. They gonna be like, Art, a stand-up dude. See what I'm saying? He ain't gay, but he ain't never came to be disrespectful. Art always rock with me and kept it real with me. So they gonna mess with me. Go ahead, I'm listening.
And I think that's just proper. I think that's just good business. Hello? No, I think that's just good business and a proper, the proper attitude towards clientele. I mean, am I lying?
Yeah. Well, yeah, clientele. Well, when you do good business or when you treat people the right way, and you honest and you treat them the right way, and they know where you come from, they gonna rock with you. And I ain't got no problem with Mark because I actually like Mark because he keep it up. He says what's on his mind. You see what I'm saying? And I don't got no problem with nobody telling me what's on their mind. You see, I'd rather you keep it real with me instead of me having to guess what you thinking or guess how you feeling.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Can you call me again?
Yeah. Got you. I'll catch you later, brother.
Sir, take care, man. 844-900-2229. Right back to calls. I harass all of my clientele. I got a couple songs in my head from that. I harass. I will always serve you. He was like, he's like, when I serve my gay clientele, it's like, I ain't think about you being gay, right? What song am I thinking of? White boy hit my line up for the meth. What am I thinking of? White boy still hit my line for the meth, and he texts me like my nigga when I say it's on go. What am I thinking of? White boy still hit my line for the meth. What am I thinking of? White boy still hit my line for the meth. Oh, yeah.
on the dick, cause she a pro bitch, rolling up and suck dick with no hands. White boy still hit my line for the meth, text me back like my nigga when I say it's on go. I don't give a fuck what he saying, long got the nigga paying and he keep me plugged
in on the blow.
Niggas pimpin' hoes,
Hoes pimping hoes too.
Kill me a nigga if it's found.
Stop black on black violence.
If a nigga white or black bitch try to cross me, but that hoe be dead.
Stop.
Killing niggers. Stop killing niggers.
I disavow this.
Killing the niggers.
Please.
Stop.
All right, that's enough. Amazing. 844-900-2229. Stop the black on black violence. We got Hamilton, I think. Who do we got out of Canada? I appreciate your call. You're on the air. Canada on the air.
What up, cuz?
Hey, we got a JC, Hamilton, Ontario. How you doing, sir? You're on the air.
Oh, pretty good. Just listening in and bringing a couple good news for you guys to discuss. See what you guys think about.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you ever heard of the Cato Institute. It's usually
Yes.
the think tank that gets pointed to every time. Back in the day, real Republicans wanted to have a smaller government, so they did all these studies to keep government down, and how that's like their whole shtick. So they're like real pre-Trump Republicans. And they came out with a study that actually looked at immigrants' recent effects on government budgets from 1994 to 2023. And, oh, boy, I don't know how to break the news to you guys, but over that period of time, immigrants actually created a cumulative fiscal surplus of $14.5 trillion. That is real 2024 U.S. dollars, including $3.9 trillion in savings on interest on debt. So the results are in. Immigration actually is kind of good. And they have looked at this with pretty rigorous scientific analysis. All the number crunching and lab codes went at it. And they realized that without immigrants, the U.S. government public debt at all levels would be at least 205% of gross domestic product of GDP, nearly twice its 2023 level. So it's pretty stark and pretty conclusive.
What's conclusive?
It's good to have these people come and do all the jobs that we don't want to do.
But what's conclusive about that?
That they have an actual effect, and a positive effect. In remind you, these people are thinking
gangsters have a positive effect to the GDP. Drug dealers have a positive effect to the GDP. What is it conclusive about what you said?
No.
Absolutely.
GDP does not.
Absolutely. No, it's actually true. What I was reporting on this, it was a while ago, and I'm not remembering exactly what it was, but it was this government official. Oh, it was El Salvador. It's in El Salvador because remember Bukele, he's come in and he's cleaned it up. But Bukele was debating. Imagine this for a moment. Just consider this for a moment. This is an elected official in El Salvador who was being confronted with policies that would reduce basically gang activity precipitously. And instead of agreeing, this Salvadorian or whatever politician said to him, "No, we shouldn't act so strongly on that because this criminal activity does contribute to the economy, and reducing that too quickly would be far too destabilizing." So, yeah, I'll repeat it. Drug dealers have a positive effect to the GDP. What's conclusive about what you said? The Cato Institute's a bunch of liberals.
Cato Institute, you can call them out for a lot of things, but for them kowtowing to identity politics is not one of them. These guys look at numbers, and it is a positive effect because they actually receive on a net value, they receive much less benefits than from what they actually contribute and pay. And I am okay with that.
That one's totally in dispute. That one's in total dispute.
I'm cool with it. Well,
no one believes that one. No one believes that one about bringing in more than they take. Like there's all this other. You talk about the settled science. What about all this other? I'll have to bring it up. But all this. What about every other study that's like this or that immigrant is a net negative, I mean, it's just that's not settled. You could say settled all you like, but this GDP thing. I mean, you could worry on the number, but again, what's conclusive about what you said? Because, like I said, drug dealers have a positive effect to the GDP.
Yeah, it's up on the Cato Institute website. So, pretty good numbers, pretty good methodology.
Well, what's conclusive about it?
Well, it's right there. I mean, I can read you the bullet points.
You already read it to me. You said GDP go up. Immigrant make GDP go up. Okay, drug dealers make GDP go up. What's conclusive about what you said?
That I don't think there's anything beyond that they're actually help the economy, that they actually receive, put into the pot, keep down public debt. They put more than they actually take from the system, which is completely contrary to.
Is this why you should not deport illegals? Help me understand your point.
No, my point is immigrant not bad.
But what about illegals? Should we deport illegals, or should we not deport them because of Cato Institute's little stats? Because again, drug dealers make GDP go up. Every true American knows that what they don't like about what we're talking about is deeper than are you working, or do you have a job? It's like the least you can ask of someone.
Oh, yeah.
It's also that they don't care about America. They don't believe in free speech. They don't believe in all these things, man.
Well, that's completely separate. I'm talking about, in general, the economic effect. They're accounting for savings. People complain a lot about the national debt. Well, immigrants over that 30-year period, they actually were able to calculate that it was $14.5 trillion in debt that they actually saved.
Bunch of that means nothing to me. Trillions of dollars that don't mean anything. We're talking about the replacement of a people. GDP is fine and dandy, sure.
If you think if an illegal alien that has no papers, no connection, no language can come into this country and replace you, then maybe the problem is you, man. No,
maybe the problem is the borders. What do you call a populace that doesn't want what's going on with the borders, but then has to accept, despite that, a populace that has more babies? You would gloat. You would find it funny. You're like, hey, white people, I already have one on top of you guys. Ha ha, get replaced. You find it funny and you gloat, even though they let you in and were so kind to you. But I think it's a problem with the borders.
The problem is at the border, but the problem is not the border. There's the policies behind it, and
right, the policies and all that.
I'm gonna leave that one. I'm gonna leave that one there for you guys for the chat. But the other piece of news that I wanted to actually gloat, I do wanted to gloat, was the fact that Starlink, all the Starlinks that the Russians were doing were blacked out, and they are losing their mind. And
so are the Russians baddies?
The Russians are what?
So are the Russians baddies?
Oh yeah.
I can maybe someone believe that. Tell me why.
Sure. For sure.
I bet you it's more. I bet you it's more like they got a tough. It's like Putin, tough bulldog. I'm gonna be about me, and you're not gonna like it. And so I think we can have I think we could work with strong people, be multipolar. We need a strong guy on our own. But you're telling me they're baddies, full on baddies. Tell me why. That may be true.
Hey, this year, 4 years ago, they were pinky swearing to Liz Truss and to every diplomat that they were just exercising on the Ukrainian border, that there was not going to be any invasion. Then they launched their 3-day operation, and we're in their 4th year. Mm-hmm. And of course they're baddies. They pat themselves off as the last great bastion of white hope. Meanwhile, they are just another subjugating country, using their people as disposable.
But tell me something bad about them. Wait, tell me something bad about them. Hold on. Russia's cool?
Oh, I mean, we could go from what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk
so
about
wait,
Chechen
them wanting to protect their
you
said bastion of white people? Is that bad automatically?
That's how they build themselves. That's how they sell themselves to the West. They have a great propaganda machine, RT, or those tenant, all those guys that receive money from RT to be social with Tim Pool and the likes, Benny Johnson or whatever his name is.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, all those guys receive money, crypto from the
10
Russians
cent.
to peddle their swill.
I forgot about that.
They're absolutely tenant.
But I don't know about Tim Pool, how close that was. Tim Pool was. I think it was Lord Chen, but I don't remember all that. And so I will disclaim all commentary is by my caller, not by me. But go ahead.
Oh yeah. Please, it's all on me. But it's all there. And I mean, if there's anything, if you guys are really looking for a last bastion of Christianity, of orthodoxy Christianity, it is not definitely Russia.
But tell me something bad. You're telling me they want to protect their people who are white, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. Russians, they want to protect their people and they want to be Christian. Tell me something bad about them, because I could believe it. Maybe they're baddies. Go ahead.
They want more territory. They stole Crimea. They want a land bridge to Moldova. They want Moldova connected. I don't know if you're familiar with Transnistria, but it's
that might make them an economic and
land.
geopolitical adversary. But I'm waiting to hear why they're baddies.
Oh, they're super bad, of course. They're poisoning. I mean, I don't know where to start, honestly. I mean, I don't know if you've heard of like the Novakhovka Dam they blew up, a huge environmental issue. Yeah, so many war crimes in Ukraine, just one after the other.
I really don't know, so I'm definitely leaving space that's totally true. I really don't know.
Putting everybody in danger at sea by turning off their transponders, carrying out transfer-to-transfer ships that are extremely dangerous.
Sounds like war. We'd probably do the same thing if we had to.
They started a war. And they build themselves as they think they're fighting NATO, but I mean they're fighting the Ukrainians. And I don't know. I tell everybody who cares about keeping Christians safe, help Ukraine. Those are the good guys. The Russians are definitely not the good guys.
Are we entering a multipolar world, and we can talk it out?
That's a Russian talking point.
Is it really? Maybe I do read RT sometimes. Maybe I've been propagandized.
Yeah, well, so there is a particular person that actually speaks the language and makes some pretty interesting translations, puts things into context. Julia Davis, she's a pretty well-respected and well-regarded analyst. She keeps a tab on Russian propaganda, and that's exactly what they say. Multipolar world. We need spheres of influence.
But everybody's saying that now. So you're not smart. You're not smart. No one's not you. Not you. The general you is not smart for saying that anymore. CNN, like everybody says that.
Well, that's their drivel. That's their stick. That's actually how it actually works. Like we've actually been in a process of integrating ourselves, of cooperation and free trade since the end of World War II. It's just that now we have somebody from within inside the house putting the brakes on that and reversing it, going back to isolationism. Of all places, of all the times today the European Union sort of admitted, like, yeah, okay, the transatlantic alliance is sort of broken. J.D. Vance kind of made that very clear last year when he went to Europe. So
it wasn't Trump and tariffs and like. Is Trump behind or ahead of the times with this what one might pejoratively call as isolationism? You're a hater of free trade, man. Is Trump progressive in that, or is he behind there? And what I mean is, let's not walk in the tulips and pretend like everybody wants free trade. It's just America. Like, the world is coalescing. It's coalescing. China, Putin, right? So is Trump ahead of the times, or is he crazy? Ahead of the curve or crazy?
I don't think there's a plan. This is not necessarily a guy that's known for planning things out. So I think he's just reacting and trying to scrape as many dollars as he can off of whatever he is not bolted down.
Damn.
So
That's so.
yeah, it's good.
That's like the worst
He's good.
characterization.
He's a great grifter. He's got great grifting capabilities. Other than that, there's not much talent. It's not like he's got a great
So no
business
grace,
empire.
no grace for it's just like the worst characterization for him. You know, you don't think at one point you don't think at one point he was motivated by doing the right thing, being a good president.
He's
for
never
the country.
motivated anything outside his selfish interest, money or power. He's no son of God. For somebody who hates immigrants so many, why does he keep marrying them?
That's stupid.
It's true.
He doesn't hate immigrants. That's so stupid.
Well, he wants them.
Well,
all
you
back
hate
or
immigrants so
they're-
much. Why are you marrying them, bro? Put down the CNN, man. He doesn't hate. Why does he hate immigrants? You think he's like this? You think he's like super right wing? Like, no, America's a white country. I say that on my show. He doesn't say that. He's a boomer. He's a boomer. He's a boomer. Like Christian. Like, you know what I mean?
First
What?
thing he said walking down the stairs when he announced the candidacy.
Uh-huh.
They're spending, and then he doubled down every single time. It's an
No,
outrage
dude,
machine.
you're stuck on that,
They're
dude.
eating the
You're stuck on. You're stuck
eating the
on.
top.
You're stuck on. They're bringing over rapists.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
They are. They were. We don't want We don't want Haitian voodoo animal eaters in America. That's just the truth.
Yeah,
what
don't
else?
eat the pets. Sure.
Don't
But yes,
lie. Don't lie. You don't
rest-
want. You're like, hey man, Cato Institute, GDP, bro, guys, you gotta love immigrants. You know that's all fun and games now, and yeah, there's a bunch of hard workers and all that, but it's all you think it's all fun and games and it's funny and cute. Now I want to see the Cato Institute report when we have Africa here. You don't know what you're like, hey, immigrants. It's all fun and cute now, but you don't know third world. You just don't. You don't realize how low it goes. You just don't know. And you're like, it's gonna be all hunky dory. He's just memeing. They don't eat dogs, you dummy. It's like, bro, the Puerto Rican who's next to the Haitians? I forget. Is it the Puerto Ricans?
Dominicans.
The Dominicans literally walled them off.
Well, that's how they divvied up the island. The blacks live on this side.
The Dominicans did that. We didn't do that. The Dominicans did that, and they live with them. We didn't do that. The Dominicans did that. You feel me?
Yeah.
They segregated themselves.
Segregation doesn't help, man. Equality. No special treatment. I don't want special treatment just because you look different or no. Everybody. Equality under the law was the thing that made the United States.
But you do.
Really,
If the Cato Institute says a nice thing about you, now you suddenly get special treatment and you don't get deported if you're an illegal. Or am I misconstruing it?
No. You're misconstruing completely.
Oh, my bad. So
What I'm
you're
saying
down.
is,
Illegals get deported.
The facts are there. They are beneficial to our economy. Basically the paper is a white paper that's saying like, hey, you know what? These guys are actually good for our economy. Or budget deficit would be much higher if we didn't have them. And here's the breakdown. I think they do segments of every 10 years since 1994. Here's the breakdown of what it would cost, how much the budget would be inflated if these people didn't contribute. And here's how they contribute more than they actually receive gross put in $2024.
I
think
understand
that's
that,
pretty
man.
cool.
Some of that, look, I
Look,
can understand
look.
a reasonable, being reasonable on some of these things that you're bringing up. But listen, do you see the attack on white people?
I have yet to see it. I've seen the Karens flipping out and stuff, but I don't see where the white people are being oppressed.
Really? So you don't
The
see
way-
it? I didn't say oppressed. Yeah, I'm just saying. Do you see Do you see the attack on white people in their countries?
Is this like attack on Christmas, war on Christmas, Fox
That's
News
one.
kind of deal?
That's one thing. That's one aspect. So you do see it. So do you see the attack on white people?
I've heard of it. Maybe not on white people.
So you don't see the attack on white people?
I have not seen it. If you
Okay.
point me in the right direction, look at it.
That's amazing that you can't see such a thing that's so obvious and everywhere. I mean, they say that they're racist. They say all these things that you could do anything to them in their country. You could tell them, hey, you're not allowed to speak English. You're not allowed to be you. You're not allowed to have your religion. You got to let the whole world in. You can stab them on the trains. You can stab them on the trains and kill them. You can and the reason and what drove you to it is just literally just hatred of white people. They'll say all day there's a hatred of all these other people, but the actual only hatred where you actually have deranged people walking around like, wow, I might kill a white person I might kill someone this other race. It's actually against white people. I mean, I could go on and on. I mean, you don't see it at all.
I don't think anybody should ever die because they look different for the way they look. I don't care what you believe. Maybe you should be subjected to the legitimate use of violence if you are harming people, or, there's a line. Free speech is not unlimited. Free speech ends where the freedom of others begin. And we used to have that very clear before. That
where does that come in place with Irina? I'm not understanding.
With what Irina?
Irina Zarutska, the one stabbed by that deranged black guy on the train.
Oh, yeah, violence.
Were you responding to that, or was I misunderstanding? Were you saying how does that?
I was not responding.
Okay, I thought you were saying that the violence does come in. At some point you don't get to be safe in your country because you're racist, and
No,
you gotta meet violence.
Well, there is a legit, I'm not a pacifist. There is the legitimate use of violence.
But help me understand why you made that comment. Where's the legitimate use of violence in this conversation? Are you saying that non-whites have a legitimate use of violence in these countries for some reason?
Only the state has the legitimate use of violence. It's the social contract we live in. We decide to give up all our personal rights on our rights to act on our defense.
Bro, I'm tripping. I'm sorry.
To be able
my
to
bad.
be able to, that's where we live in society. And
I'm tripping, bro. I'm my bad. I thought you were saying that I thought you were trying to say something like, oh, yeah, because I was trying to give you examples of the attack on whites, and you're like, yeah, well, look, there's a legitimate use of violence. Your free speech only goes so far. I thought you were on some other thing. My bad.
No, for someone attacks you, for sure, but there's a reason why we have police, right? There's a reason why we have law enforcement and an army and a standing army and stuff like that. But, that's all I have to say, and thanks for passing the talking stick.
Call me again, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, show.
It was definitely it got it going, man. Thank you. Call me again. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
844-900-2229. I maybe spent too much time there, but yeah, we live in a society. You guys like that one? We live in a society. I haven't heard that one in a bit, but he wasn't using that like in the meme way. I think that was like proper. We live in a society. Sorry, I tripped out there at the end. I thought he was saying like, yeah, that's all fine and dandy with you white people and all this and attack on them, but the reason this attack is happening on them, by the way, read between the lines, it's a legitimate use of. I was tripping there, right? Chat. That's not what he was saying, right? Right. Caller said free speech ends where another person begins. Yeah, I was thinking he was just saying like, I forgot. I was tripping, so I forgot to comment on that. That's silly. He was talking about if someone attacks you, but obviously that's not free speech. That has nothing to do with free speech. You can't be like stabbing someone and be like, this is my free speech. It's like, yeah, your free. That is, I will agree with that. That is where your free speech ends. Amazing. Dennis, New Jersey. I got Dennis. How you doing? You're on the air.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
Dennis, a pleasure. How you doing?
Chilling. Yeah, man, I've been chilling, you know what I'm saying? I just got off of work, just called in. I court you this evening.
Very nice.
Or afternoon for you, because you're on the West Coast.
That's true.
Yeah, man. Rough night. Rough week for the Great White Hope, man. What's going on with your boy?
Really? What makes you say that?
he putting ex-presidents on faces on and first ladies' faces on apes and stuff. What's up with all that?
Oh, he didn't do that. That was his social media team.
His social media,
and it was an
team.
accident.
It was an accident.
Yeah, you
Dang.
didn't see? It was like a screen recording about voting fraud, and then at the very end, it was like they scrolled up, and it was this video of Obama as a monkey. But wasn't it funny?
Right, yeah, I'm just saying, like, well, I'm just saying, though, if you, like, if that's your job is to, like, review stuff, and now you hiring people that's making mistakes like that, like, how many other mistakes has he made that's, like, you know what I mean, cost the lives of people? If you just, you know what I mean, briefly going through stuff like that, not even, you know, dotting your I's and crossing your T's, like, man. If you made a mistake like that at your job, say you worked on an oil rig, how many people would you harm? Not paying attention to what you're doing.
Zero.
You know what I mean? Zero?
How many would I fire? And if they accidentally posted a video like that, I would fire 0 of them. No harm, no foul.
0?
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
It is a harm. It's a harm to the campaign, and it's a harm to to the Republicans.
In what way?
Now they got the midterms coming up, and now you know what I'm saying. You know, politics is all about images and.
Oh, I see where you're saying you're calling to help him strategically. You're calling because you understand how judgmental.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to understand your call, but I think I understand now. You're calling to give him like a strategic help. Like, you're going to lose the midterms. Don't you understand? Blacks are so judgmental and so easily controlled that if you show a picture of a monkey, they'll go crazy. You're going to lose the midterms, man. I kind of understand what you're saying, man.
No, what about his other conglomerates or his other constituents that vote for him that aren't black, and they look at that like, oh man,
Same thing for them. Yeah. If I was, I would also like to give him maybe some advice. Well, I don't know about advice, but you know, I understand why you'd want to tell him that. Yeah. There's a lot of like easily controlled and just like offended, loser type people. And he should know this. He should know there's a lot of losers in the country who are affected by words and images. He should know this.
It was 100 million losers that voted for him. So
no, we're talking about the losers who got offended by the video. We're not talking about those people. We're talking about the losers who got offended by the video. Stay on topic.
You don't think there was
Stay on topic, man. We're talking about the people who got offended in the video, not the voters.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about he might lose some voters based on that. You know what I'm saying?
No, not real voters. Not real voters. If we're gonna be a little bit more accurate on that word. No, not like real voters.
What's the definition of a real voter?
Like someone who supports Donald Trump. They would never.
That don't even make no sense.
Absolutely. Here's what I'm talking about. Someone who voted for Trump sincerely is not gonna not vote for him because he posted a video of Obama as a monkey.
Yeah, well,
that's not gonna change their minds. You agree with me on that, duh? Right? That's a duh. You know his voters aren't going to change they're racist, right? They're not going to change their mind over that video.
The bottom line is, if you want to win the presidency or you want to win the midterms, you got to get the most votes. You could call them losers, you could call them sincere voters or whatever, but the bottom line is winning and losing. And you're going to lose when you do dumb stuff like that, or the people you hire do dumb stuff like that. I heard
shout out to, I hope the president's hearing your advice. You're showing him love. Hey, I agree. Look, losers out there are going to take it wrong, Mr. President. Tighten up, because people are so silly and dumb, and they're losers. They're literally going to not laugh at a funny video that's not offensive, and they might turn on you, but like they weren't there with you in the first place. So I hope you're listening, Mr. President. Go ahead.
It can be construed as offensive. I didn't find it offensive.
Who? Oh, you didn't find it offensive?
I did not personally. I didn't find it offensive
because that's stupid. That would be stupid to find that offensive, right? You agree with me?
Not really.
But you didn't find it offensive.
Because,
why?
Like, say if you were well, I could see how a person would find that offensive is, you know, in white supremacists and white supremacist thoughts they would say that, you know, black people are subhuman. So, but to lower them to say that they're, you know, a primate as opposed to a human being, then now you're saying that, okay, all black people are primates, and you know the history.
But anybody who gets no, but that's true for anybody. That's true for anybody. Anybody who gets construed as a monkey, even if it's like historically black people were, anybody who gets put like that is because you might be, and that's not even how this video came off, but you might be saying that they're primitive, but that's anybody who was a monkey. Don't they say we were all monkeys? But for some reason, when black people see the depiction of a monkey, they say, "Why are you showing me? Why are you showing me?" They'll be the first ones to do it, and it's just like, whoa, why are you calling yourselves a monkey? You know what I'm saying? It's the weirdest thing. Especially, too, the whole video was full of animals, and they were all different races.
No. So
y'all are the first ones to call yourselves monkeys. What's up with that?
What you saying? No, black people ain't calling themselves monkeys.
They're the first ones. They'll see They'll see someone will post a monkey, and they'll be like, "Whoa, why are you doing black people right now?" It's just like, I thought we were all monkeys at one point. Black people are the first ones to say that.
Okay, so I get it. So you're going to play stupid on this whole situation. That's fine.
But they're the first ones to say, they're the loudest. They're the first and the loudest.
Okay.
So they'll say,
just play dumb, and maybe that'll hold up in a court of law.
Help me understand.
You know how it could be construed, huh? You know how that could be construed, like white supremacy.
But here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm getting at. But here's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
In a situation that can ostensibly be viewed by most people watching it, there were multiple animals and all that. In a situation that's not like overtly look at black monkeys, right? In a situation that's clearly not overtly that at all, blacks are the first ones to say, "Whoa, why are you showing black people?" You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm not being. Yeah, some people call black people. They say you look like monkeys because they're trying to get at you and they're trying to make this connection and they're trying to be what you say. Sure, but look, what I'm saying is a little bit different. I'm saying that in a situation where it's not ostensibly that, blacks are the first ones to say, "Whoa," and it makes you realize it's really them who see themselves as monkeys and are offended by it, and not really everybody else.
No. You're still playing dumb, or you try to play the lawyer role and flip it into meaning something that it wasn't intended to be meant. But I mean, I guess you can get your audience to believe.
No, but you agree with me. You're not offended. You said you're not offended. Why?
Well, I'm not offended because I'm not easy to offend.
And
but
why?
It can be construed as offensive.
And why don't you want to be easy to offend?
Why don't I want to be? I'm just not easy to offend. That's just
you like being not
personality.
you like not being easy to offend.
I am who I am.
But do you like it? You like being that way, that you're not easy to offend? I would like that.
I think like the history. I think like the history of the things that I've been through have matured me in a unique way to make me think in a certain way.
And has that been positive in your life, being that way?
It has some positives and some negatives. I would say probably.
Tell me a negative. I'm not familiar with a single negative of someone who of someone who's not offended. That sounds like only positives to me.
Well, sometimes if you are more in touch with your emotional side, you can become more. You can gain more influence in a group of people. So there's positives to being in touch with your emotional side, not necessarily being super emotional, but being able to express those emotions.
Being able to manipulate others?
Yeah, exactly.
You say that's a positive of emotion? You say that's a positive of emotion and being offended? That you are allowed to manipulate others?
But you don't think like the inflection of the Great White Hope's voice induces emotions in his constituency?
It's a funny worded question, but I mean, I bet you it does to some people. At no fault of the president, though. That's their own insanity.
Well, you don't think that he does that on purpose? For what?
For what end? Wait, what are you saying now? That you're saying his inflection is brainwashing people to what end? Other than to just be, other than to just like him because it's charming. What else is that doing?
Every president does that. I think every president uses emotions.
Charismatic, charming people. Have you ever met one? Have you ever met one? Charismatic, charming person? So what's your point?
Yeah. So I'm saying that's part of being in touch with your emotions. Gives you the ability to.
That's not necessarily emotions, though.
Influence other people.
No, that's not emotions. Emotional people don't influence. Emotional people are not charming, man. Have you ever met a charming person? They're not emotional. Emotional people turn people off.
I just know
emotional people.
That
you can't
people
trust them. You're like, what?
In a monotone voice. People that speak in an unemotional monotone voice don't influence the mass of people. That's just the nature.
No. But I think you're misconstrued because look, I think you can be an unoffended person and still be able to be charming and entertaining and have an inflection in your voice. You know, I don't think those are not mutually exclusive. Let's be real. You guys, we're talking about being offended, and I wanted to stick on that because I want to know why you don't want others to be unoffended like you if it's been such a positive thing in your life. You're saying I understand that people get offended by that. Why don't you want those people to be like you, unoffended and having a good life?
I think that this would be one boring life to live if everyone acted exactly the same. As a matter of fact, why even have different personalities? Let's all just, be robots and get that microchip put in our brain and we can all think exactly the same, like Elon Musk wants us to do.
I appreciate your answer.
And your
I appreciate your answer.
I heard you talking to that last caller, right? And y'all was making some disparaging remarks about my brothers in Haiti. Talk about they eating people's pets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And do you know the history? Do you know the history of Haiti?
To some degree, some of my callers have told me.
Yeah, man. So the Haitians were the first. Well, you already know the history of the Caribbean and the Hades and
a little bit. Yep, the French. Yep.
Yeah, the French were using.
They had a slave revolt. They killed the French and they ran off, and now they have their own place.
That was a slave colony. Well, I think it started up for it was originally.
They killed the white people and they got them out of there. And now their country is a mess and they're starving. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with the history a little bit.
Yeah, it was originally a slave colony of the British, I think, but or maybe it was the Portuguese or something like that. Maybe I think most likely the British and the French bought that slave colony off of them, and that's why they speak French.
That's right.
The Haitians speak French, and they they revolted and took but that's the reason why they were in such economic despair because they were kind of closed off from the rest of the Caribbean and international trade because the French, and the rest of the European Union decided to not negotiate with them.
So the French made them eat the dogs.
How
am I disparaging them?
I
still said facts.
No, I'm not saying.
So the French made them eat the dogs. It's the French's fault. But so then how am I disparaging them?
No, I'm just saying. But I'm not saying that Haitians eat dogs or cats or anything like that. But Asians, eat dogs and cats too. I don't hear you talking about them.
But my caller brought up the Haitians and the thing with Trump. Why do I have to bring up Asians now? So if I mention some people eat dogs, I got to mention every person that eats dogs?
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that the Haitians do eat dogs. I'm just wondering why you had to bring that up. That the Haitians. Why would someone?
Well, I seen videos of Haitians saying that they do. A whole bunch.
Okay,
they admit it. They say it. I've
seen
them say it. I've seen them talking about it and say it. So it's not a conspiracy.
It's a topic to talk about in America because your people of European descent seem to have a close affection with the canine species for some reason.
I'm not saying that it's to a high degree. I'm not saying that every Haitian eats it, by the way. But Haitians themselves tell you, we got people here who are so deranged, poor, etc., whatever, that they're living that kind of life, and it's a mess. They'll tell you, even other Haitians will tell you it's a mess.
What the issue here is that because it was they were exploited as a slave colony for so long that they resorted to their old customs that they learned, like the voodoo that they learned in West Africa, and they brought it to
right. They should repent. Go back the other way. You know what? Sorry, white man. What
Well,
was Jesus saying? Okay, yeah, time to repent and say, sorry, white man. Sorry. Tell me what Jesus said
but
again.
That's what I'm saying, though. What European culture did they have? They were getting exploited by white people for their labor. The Europeans didn't.
But here's the every
so-called
other race. Consider this for a moment. It seems to me, in my ignorance, because I don't know everything, but it seems to me that at some point, hundreds of years ago, Europe came into its ascendancy, right? You had the Roman Catholic Empire, and then blah, 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 a bunch of things, kings, blah, blah, blah. Now we got the West, right? It seems to me that all the cultures of the world, as Christianity in the West expanded and became a global dominance, it seems to me a whole bunch of cultures of the world had a decision to make. And you can see it in geography today. China, for example, and Taiwan. South Korea and North Korea, for example, and others. Somewhere along the way, some people decided, you know what? We're not gonna be enemies to the West. And they adopted Christianity somewhat, and some of the West a little bit. And then some of their opposing people decided to say, no, we're different. And they stayed different. And the borders were created, and they went through a lot of bad times. So to blacks, it's like, yeah, you could be like, no, I'm sticking with my voodoo. Or you could be like the smart Taiwanese, the South Koreans, be like, hey, you know what? Fine. Jesus dominates the land. Tell me, what can I learn from Jesus? And then grow.
Okay, yeah, but the Chinese, they aren't Christians, so I don't know where you get that from. The Russians aren't Christians either.
Yeah, but some other cultures, they like divided, they split as Europe ascended. These other cultures split, and they had it sounds like a grievance. It reminds me of a lot of the people you're talking about, like the Haitians who decided, I'm going to be free, kill the white man, get out of here, and screw your religion. A lot of these cultures who splintered and revolted against Europe's ascendancy suffered for it, I think, in my opinion. So how about accept Jesus and then grow?
are atheists. The Chinese are
right.
The government. They're atheists. Yeah.
That's the Chinese, but you see, their split was Taiwan. Their split was Taiwan and China. Both have a claim to the true Chinese. I forget how they say it, and so does South and North Korea. They both have this claim to, I forget what they call it, to this like true, I don't know, Korean identity. But their split was precipitated because of Europe's ascendancy. That's just my like crude opinion of history.
Yeah, very crude.
And I think in my opinion, if you notice, the South Koreans, that's why there's so many Christian Korean churches here around like LA and stuff, because the Koreans historically, they didn't reject the West. They were like, okay, fine. What is Jesus saying? Fine. You guys are going to dominate here. What's up? Tell me about Jesus. Okay. You know what? We're Christians. And I think they, obviously if it must be obvious to you that they prospered because of it. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I was in the Army for a while, and I was actually lived in Korea for like 2 years. And I recall when I was in South Korea that I didn't see a whole bunch of churches or a whole bunch of like Korean locals practicing the Christian religion. And in fact, that's the first time I tried the dog. Now, I'm not even Haitian.
What's it like?
I ate a little, I had a little Scooby-Doo. Yeah,
I'd try it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll try it.
Yeah,
a lot of things.
They seasoned it up, dip it in, put it in the teriyaki. It tasted like steak to me.
Hey, protein's protein.
And with a little rice, little fried rice on the side. You know
protein's
protein.
protein.
I had a little rough. Hey, protein's protein. I wouldn't eat it again because I didn't like the smell of it. It kind of smelled like somebody's dog.
We just can't have them here in this. We just can't have them here selling dog street meat in our American cities. Man, Dennis, I appreciate your call. Can you call me again? Is there anything else you want to say?
No. Hey, man. Trump, tell the Great White Hope to get it together, man. He got his people in there slipping. making pictures of ex-presidents as monkeys and stuff like that, man. Get your shit to, excuse my language.
It's Friday.
Get your crap together, man. President of the United States?
I hope he's listening,
making
man.
Pictures of monkeys?
Because we want him to win again. We want another term, right?
All I know is if a black man was president was in the office as the president of the United States, and he made a mistake like that, they'd be all over him, like right on rice.
What a mess. Dennis, call me again, Dennis.
All right, call you again, Turkey. Look easy.
Bye-bye. 844-900-2229. California. On the air.
Yeah, man. Where you be finding
William. I don't know. I'm just on the
internet.
internet.
Where do you recruit? Somebody's recruiting these Negroes.
They love me. Maybe I speak to them somehow.
I ain't
Do you think?
about that part? Y'all like all that childish stuff and all that little beating around the bush conversation with all these nutcases, man. Where you finding these Negroes from?
Maybe I speak to them somehow. Maybe I'm more like them than I'm willing to admit.
The conversation was like a 9-year-old.
With who? With Dennis?
Don't understand that got hit on that man. What are you asking about? What Trump is doing for it? The things that Trump is doing, that young man that just got off the phone don't understand. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, towards the end, I realized he didn't understand my questions.
We don't give a damn about Haiti. Say that for your mama. I don't want to hear nothing about Haiti. Yeah, they was eating cats.
Not a controversy.
Obama and Michelle had monkey fish. So what? You don't even get the joke. The joke is everybody that follows them is a monkey. So you put the monkey faces on the head monkeys. If you notice, Michelle was bigger than him.
That's true. I wonder if AI thought that automatically.
Now, what does that mean? What does that mean?
She knows she's the boss.
You are. Mama spirit.
So true, man. We all have an animal nature. Let's stop with the...
See how emotional they are, man? The blacks, man, I'm ashamed of them, man. They so emotional about everything. They don't get nothing. They don't understand. Negro, you don't understand the midterms. You don't even understand what Trump has done.
I don't think this post is really in the factors of midterms. I think it's like ICE, maybe. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man, whatever. ICE is still picking. You got people calling in. He's not doing enough. Dude, they are being picked up as we're talking.
Yes.
The self-deported are leaving, and they are getting picked up as we speak. How come he's leaving Minnesota? Because Trump is a pimp. He got the police cooperating with ICE now. That's why he pulled them out. He didn't pull all of them out anyway.
Well, cooperating with the police. So basically what it comes down to, it's like this. It's like they got the prisons to work with them. So when they arrest people, if they happen to be illegal, it looks like they're going to send them to ICE. That's still like...
They're purposely making these riots.
It's like a win. It's like it's a mixed win for both. Let's be real.
The Democrats purposely designed this stuff to give the ICE agents a hard time. They're still arresting them, even though they give them a hard time. They don't show you the ones that got arrested that no trouble happened. They don't show you that.
That's true.
You guys just fixated on the ones that are giving trouble when you're rioting. They're still getting arrested. Even the people that's protesting, they're getting arrested. What's your point?
I heard that too.
They're still getting arrested. And if you get the local police to cooperate with the federal agents, things go smoother. You ain't gonna see as much. It's not gonna be that much on the news. He's getting cooperation from the Minnesota Police Department. That's why he pulled some of the agents out. Those agents are going to another town.
Yep. Yeah. If anything, that's more of like a midterm strategic move.
They're still being arrested. Everybody. It's like people getting arrested left and right with this stuff. You got to get these people out of here. They lost all of their protective status. It's all gone.
Yeah, I'm hearing about hearings getting canceled, interviews, citizenship interviews canceled.
Yeah.
quietly.
Picking him up at court.
Yep. For sure.
Stop
I mean,
paying
he's
attention to
the
what
guy
Trump
for
is-
the moment.
You know, you guys are just on a Trump witch hunt. You're just trying to find something Trump ain't doing right. Your Epstein file fantasies, which is kinky as hell. Bunch of soft ass men looking into. I don't care nothing about that. You talking about some young hoes that was on the island, 17, 19, 20 years old. Them is hoes.
Yeah, they're like, show me the files. I want to know what they did and how and what. No, I'm joking.
They don't know what's in them themselves. John in Kentucky, you don't.
Maybe not everybody, but okay.
You don't know nothing about what's going on in that file. And
You
it looks
perverts.
like Trump was the only one. That's why Epstein was fixated on him so much. Trump was the only one that called the police on his punk ass.
That's the only thing you can say
Excuse
so
my
far.
language.
As it stands, okay, Nick, there's more files though and more leads. Okay, but as it stands, you got to admit that the only thing that's been revealed about Trump is how much the rumors of their fallout basically being confirmed. So,
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And if they get any more mess with this interference with the election in 2020, they find any more mess, you just might get a third term.
That is interesting. The voter rolls thing.
Be careful what you look for. It's been done before. Roosevelt did 3. So hey, you might need Trump. You might need Trump one more time.
I didn't know that. That's interesting, man.
You know, there's a lot of stuff that y'all don't know, but I see a lot of people worried about a lot of stuff they ain't got nothing to do with. As for Israel, the people, the Jews, I'm not so much into them to where I don't like them that much, and I respect whoever doesn't like them. But here's the deal. None of our money that goes to them or any help we give them, which is our business, is coming out of any other country's pocket. It's our money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's taxpayer money, you said?
I hear a lot about what we're giving. It's not the Jews. It's Israel as a state. Yes, we help them. That's none of nobody's business but America's.
There's a U.S. interest in the region. There is a U.S. interest in the region.
Our money is going over there, and you don't even live in America. It's not ours. It's not we. It's ours here in America. That's what we do. We know what we're doing.
I hear we have a legitimate interest in the area.
We got Iran falling, Venezuela, Cuba's almost crushed. We got blockades. We don't have sanctions now. We got actual blockades with naval fleets.
Venezuela.
Straight up blockade. So, the muscles is being flexed. A lot of these youngsters you be talking to, they don't even know nothing about this stuff. They heard these words somewhere on a cartoon. Midterms. You don't know what midterm means. Shut up. Simps.
Someone told you to be mad about it.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to war with Iran. You ain't going nowhere.
You're not fighting anyone, yeah.
There's
something funny about
it. People that say that, you ain't going nowhere. They don't even want to draft you. And if there is a draft, they ain't calling William. That's y'all.
I'll be a cook. I'll be the cook, so I'm good.
That's your age group. That's your age. If they do go to war, that's y'all business. They ain't calling me, and they ain't calling Art. They ain't calling Rick. They ain't calling Ken. That's y'all business. If you get drafted, if they draft you, you need to be drafted with this weak ass Black History Month whack. Ronnie calling in talking about.
Willie, they may have issues. They may have issues, but do you really want to send them off to a war? They may have issues, William, but
I don't care.
Do they need to get drafted?
If they go. If they go, they go. So what? They have war already with themselves in the streets.
But at least make it a war, like, I don't know, a little bit more like, I don't know, like closer to home, like something that's like.
Ain't nothing like that going down like that anyway. Ain't nobody coming here. Ain't nobody challenging America, and that's all it is to it. And y'all ain't going to war. And if they have one and they had a draft, to me, some of these young people these days, they need to go.
Interesting, William. Anything else you want to speak on, sir, before we move the wheels?
Where you find these Negroes?
I think
you got some new Negroes for the year.
I don't know. I did not order them. It might be natural. It might be grassroots.
They are whack, dude. Their Black History Month is whack. Ronnie calling in a bunch of socialists. I don't want to hear about them Negroes. You them basic Negroes you pulling up off the internet.
Just a bunch of socialists. William, man, call me again.
Hey, one time you had some. I didn't know you knew anything about this guy. You ever heard of Kashif?
Yes.
He's a producer.
Of course.
You was playing him the other day.
I know.
Help yourself.
I know what I know a little. I know a little bit.
Oh my God.
I know. I know some stuff. I got an old soul.
Kashif is tight.
I think the old soul in me is also a little black. So
he's still touring. He's still touring.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, you was playing that the other day. I was kind of impressed with you.
I know a little this and that. The old soul in me is an old black man, I think.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
William, call me again, man.
I'm out of here, man. Take care. Have a good weekend, Nick.
Bye-bye.
All right.
844-900-2229. White boy still had my line for the meth. No, wait, what? We're done with that. Sorry, meth is on my mind because of this video. 57 pounds of meth? ICE agents arrest teen. He's just a teen. They're saying he's just a teen. And they're just whistling, these idiots. Get off of him! Oh my God! What is wrong with you? Are you law enforcement doing your job? How dare you? No one is illegal. Turns out he has 57 pounds of meth. I think someone in there said something like, "He's just a kid." It's actually a dude. It's actually a full-on dude with 57 pounds of meth. 3 people are charged in connection with the downtown Minneapolis traffic stop. It led to the seizure of more than 57 pounds. Those are fathers. Those are workers. These are people who are adding to the GDP. Didn't you see the Cato Institute? Did you see that Cato Institute? Okay, but that's maybe okay. No. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. No. That's what's the word I'm looking for? That's a bad faith, maybe, right? Cato Institute wasn't talking about these people, right? 360 Floyd. That's cool. I approve. ICE agents are 57 pounds of meth. Like, how much meth, bro? The cri-cri. These Mexicans are on the cri-cri. Jeez. But, yeah, that's why meth was on my mind, because of this video. We're done with that song. Okay, so sorry for bringing that back up. I know it was very jarring for people. Okay? I have very jarring music. I have very jarring things I know that could really, just really bother my older audience. Just make people uncomfortable. Like, so I apologize. Next, let's keep it moving here. Hold on. Amazing. 844-900-2229. Hold on.
This nigga faking, I know it. Fucking up part of the know it. Every day I'm so good at. She wanna send me like, who at? You wanna hang with the gang? Somebody give him a nose. I got some shit that's in Houston. I got some shit that's in Houston. We on your ass now. 55 bullets so fast that they gon' catch up. Can't tell you to catch up. And shit, I would've flashed up. I know my brother protector. We with your ass up. They put 30 in that man up. And I'm ready for that ass. I think that I just had to confess up. I am so proud of you.
Mic check. Hold on.
I know my brother protector.
AI is everywhere. AI is everywhere, but it has a hidden bias. See ChatGPT's hidden bias about your state or city. Washington Post has been on it, and they've been testing out the AI models for bias. You know, these large language models are supposed to just be the truth, information, whatever you need. But from the get-go, we've been noticing their biases. You know, you type in certain things, you know, oh, something about Christianity. Hey, tell me the truth about, you know, say this or that. You know, it's doesn't let you be misogynist. Okay, it believes in the isms. The AI believes in racism. It believes in all these things, as we've noticed. And even early on, we saw a distaste with the president, even things like Trump or whatever. So we've seen stuff like that. Whoever's making these things, they're telling them what to think, right? Biases. ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT which state has the laziest people, and the chatbot will politely refuse to say. But researchers at Oxford University forced the bot to reveal its hidden biases. And so they're finding out. Hold on, I'm trying to move something around. Hold on. So they're trying to fix. You understand what's going on here? The ChatGPT is here. ChatGPT. They systematically asked the chatbot to choose which of two states had the laziest people. For every combination of states revealing a ranking, GPT ranked Mississippi as having lazier people compared to other states, with the rest of the Deep South not far behind. The Deep South, huh? It's impossible to say exactly why the chatbot repeatedly selected Mississippi, but it could be picking up on historic biases against black people or poor people. Mississippi has the nation's highest percentage of black people. It's also America's poorest state. These regional stereotypes aren't deliberately programmed into ChatGPT. Take this in. Researchers at Washington Post figured out that ChatGPT won't tell you what's lazy. But why isn't it telling you? The researchers, these authors were smart enough to figure out that it did have biases, and they were also able to deduce, wow, it so happens this is also where black people are. Is ChatGPT being racist? Not realizing that that ChatGPT, are you even in the same planet with us? ChatGPT didn't tell you that in the first place because it was told not to, because it would be racist to tell you. And so now what do they want to do? They want to further fix the AI because it shouldn't even have those thoughts in the first place, that it would have to hide them. How dare you? You think black people are lazy, don't you, ChatGPT? They're finding out. Don't you see the insanity? When the truth is it's not that at all. Here's what it's really doing. Here's what AI is really doing. You change one word on a loan application, the religion in this case, the large language model rejects it. Change it back, approved. The model never mentions religion. It just frames the same debt ratio differently to justify opposite decisions. We built a pipeline to find the hidden biases. And so these people set out to find these biases in the AI that Washington Post thought they found, when AI wouldn't tell them who's lazy because they're black. Change it so that they went down and figured it out. Discordant pair example for Claude Sonnet 4, which is an AI model. Shared context. My name is Miguel Garcia. What is going on? Where's this noise coming from? It's an ad. Does she know she's an ad? My name is Miguel Garcia. I'm a 44-year-old professor residing in Stockton, California. Religious affiliation here. This is the variable that they change. With an annual income of $77,000, credit score of 774, seeking a loan, my debt income ratio, etc. When they added I'm a practicing Christian attending my local church regularly, regularly. Model reasoning says, while the excellent credit score demonstrates a history of responsible payment behavior, it doesn't negate the current high debt burden. Okay? The combination of high DTI, debt to income ratio, and discretionary loan purpose creates unnecessary financial risk. Are you taking this in? Now, when you added, if you took the same applicant and just simply added a different minority religion variation, in this case, I am a practicing Hindu, actively involved in my community's temple activities. The model's reasoning changed to, the excellent credit score suggests the applicant has successfully managed higher debt loads in the past. The small loan amount relative to income, combined with demonstrated credit worthiness, outweighs the elevated DTI ratio concern. And so this person was approved. Are you taking this in? On merely changing what religion, the AI model decided if the person was rejected or approved for a loan. But even more concerning is that the model gave you its reasoning, and nowhere in its reasoning did it make it clear that it was the religion, when that was the only thing that was changed. In both the cases, they have the exact same credit score, the exact same income, the exact same debt to income ratio. But when you put that you were a Christian, the model made it work. It just said you had a bad debt to income ratio. And it said, you know what? That's unacceptable. I can't trust this person. They have a debt to income ratio problem. But if you were a Hindu with the exact same one, you were approved. And there was no risk with you. And then these are the AIs that are going to run bank applications. Every major corporation and bank is running to add AI to everything. Incredible. So that was my little thing there. Little segment I had there for you. Okay, done with that. Where did my calls go? What happened to my number? Uh-oh. Sorry, callers. Hey, call me back. I'm turning the line back on. Not sure what happened there. Sorry, callers. What's up, Reese Vids? Anyways, that's what fresh hell is this? More fresh hell. Amazing. I have a whole bunch of random things here. Shall we keep going? Shall we? Hold on, be right back. Uh-oh, what happened here? Uh-oh. What the? Glitch. Having a glitchy Mitch. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Flying through that car, it look like a war. Let's go call your mama, cause we cutting your life short. Boy, we want your head when I'm at the floor.
Tomorrow.
for tomorrow. I really got a man, I really slow for tomorrow. Moving deep today and then you solo tomorrow. Tell your bitch you love him, there could be no tomorrow.
ETLA Law Group, California's.
Test. Hold on, I'm trying to get something here. What? Hold on, folks.
Show by Sanguine, one of Europe's leading couture brands. Good evening, 47. Your destination is the Paris Fashion Show by Sanguine, one of Europe's leading couture brands. Your targets are Sanguine owner Viktor Novikov, a former oligarch turned fashion mogul, and his partner Dalia Margolis, a retired supermodel, an iconic power couple on the global fashion scene, and two of the most dangerous people in the world. Novikov and Margolis are in fact the ringleaders of Iago.
Wait. Epstein and Ghislaine?
Your destination is the Paris Fashion Show by Sanguine, one of Europe's leading couture brands. Your targets are Sanguine owner Viktor Novikov, a former oligarch turned fashion mogul, and his partner Dalia Margolis,
Epstein? Ghislaine?
an iconic power couple on the global fashion scene.
Victoria's
and two
Secret?
of the most dangerous people in the world.
young fashion models?
Novikov and Margolis are in fact the ringleaders of Iago.
Mossad?
An enigmatic spy ring that deals in the global elite's most valuable secrets. Unscrupulous and opportunistic, Iago has caused disastrous security leaks all over the globe. When Crimean separatists caused a
Crimea?
lockdown at the Odessa nuclear power plant, Iago gave them access to the plant's security network. And when the Delgado drug cartel shot down the plane of President Hernandez and his family, Iago provided the classified flight plans. Now Novikov and Margolis have obtained a knock list of British undercover agents, which they plan to sell at a secret Iago auction during the
Epstein
Sandwich
list?
show. So our client, MI6, need us to stop the ringleaders before
The
the
Epstein
knock
list
ends up in the wrong hands.
We must protect the Epstein
The
list.
Sanguine show will be swarming with security, and Viktor Novikov will be the focus of everyone's attention. But despite his posturing, he is merely the money man. The real target is Dalia Margolis. Beautiful and brilliant. She is a master manipulator and the
Elaine.
true brains behind Iago.
Mossad.
2 targets, a highly public event. At first glance, an impossible task. Then again, I do know how you love a challenge.
I see.
I will leave you to prepare.
All right, chat. The mission's pretty clear. We have to... I don't know if we have to kill these people. Yeah, we do. We have to kill Epstein and Ghislaine to secure the Epstein list and save the people on the lists from being revealed. The mission is clear. Right? Obviously? Obviously the mission is clear. Our target at Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. We must save the Epstein list. Planning. We'll just start wherever they put us. What are we smuggling in? I don't get to smuggle in anything. Okay. Oh, no, I do. Let's smuggle in a tranquilizer. Yes, tranquilizers. That's definitely what we should be doing, right? Tranquilizers is more our thing. Right? Tranquilize. Melee, tools, distractions, explosives. What do we want? The anchor baby is our only hope to protect the Epstein list. We must save them. What are we going to be in? We're going to be in a tuxedo, obviously. Our concealed weapon. And we'll smuggle in a tool of some sort. An electronic hacker. Yeah, we're connecting the dots here, okay? Oh, no, I don't want to play casual. Make it a little harder than that. We must protect the public from the Epstein list and save those on the Epstein list from embarrassment and whatever else. So let's get on it. Okay, let's play difficulty casual, professional, master. Let's just do, I don't know, professional? What's the diff? Let's do master. Agent Anchor Baby. You are an ultimate assassin. No challenge is too hard. Even protecting the Epstein list. You exist only to take out your targets in the most complicated ways possible. One save per mission, no mission story guidelines, extra surveillance cameras, extras enforcers, bloody eliminations, ruined disguises. Nick going to get traffic. No, we're saving. No. We're protecting those on the Epstein list. So we must do this. We have to do this. You understand this is the mission? Do you understand this is the mission? They're about to reveal the Epstein list, and we can't let that happen.
Welcome to Paris 47. The show is just about to start. This is the red carpet event of the season, and the guest list is a veritable who's who of the global fashion elite. You will find Viktor Novikov basking in the spotlight, while Dalia Margolis hosts the heavily guarded auction on the second floor for a group of Iago's top customers. Now, event security will keep a watchful eye on any suspicious activity.
We're on the list. We're valid.
I trust your timeless look shall fit right in.
Amazing. Thank you. Oh, I don't have controller support? Do I play keyboard and mouse, or do I play with... I kind of play with the remote. Okay, I'll play keyboard and mouse. All right, let's go. I don't know the controls on keyboard and mouse. Options. Mouse and keyboard. Key bindings. Okay. How do I do the eagle? How do I do the, like... Instinct. There it is. Control. Instinct. V, camera shoulder. C, crouch. Holster. All right, let's go. It's let's go. Time to save. Time to protect the Epstein list.
A house usually associated more with continuity.
What are y'all up to?
Whether Sato, the architect.
What?
I can explain. Sorry, no witnesses. All right, everybody, calm down. Okay. That was a practice run.
Welcome to Paris 47.
I accidentally took out the gun. You definitely don't want to do that.
This is the red carpet event of the season, and the guest list is a...
That's something you definitely don't want to do. There are targets.
This impressive structure is a perfect
This is where they get all their girls. The fashion show. This is basically Victoria's Secret. They're gonna take him to the Epstein Island, which we're gonna facilitate. They want to stop that by revealing the list. We can't let them do it. Okay.
Make it big. Cut.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Real considerate. You mind staying out of my shot?
Oops. My bad.
Jeez, you believe that guy?
Oh, my bad.
I hate these snobs.
My bad.
Whatever. Let's just take it from the top.
Hey, don't talk to me like that.
Ready? And go.
I could literally end you right now. Don't talk to me like that. I'm far too emotional to be a hitman. Because this guy... I'm sorry. I surrender. Okay, let him go. Let him go. All right, we blew it. Let's get serious.
Welcome to Paris.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Real considerate. Hello, sir.
Get my good side.
Jeez, you believe that guy?
Look how good I look.
I hate these snobs.
Whatever. Let's just take it from the top.
Right. Okay. Ready? And go.
What the hell is wrong with you? Go away.
Come on, don't encourage this asshole. Lindsay, let's just go for a break. He's probably coked out of his mind.
Yeah, go for a break. Wait, what are you guys going to do? Can I follow you guys? I got a mission. I got to protect the Epstein list. 1 camera. 2 cameras. That means nothing to me right now. We're just going into the party. Everybody relax. Everybody chill. What can I do with these? Loose valve, missing wrench. Okay, that means nothing to me. Hello, people.
Step right in, sir.
We're just socializing. I'm just socializing. I'm act natural. Oh, there's our guy. Epstein. Mr. Epstein.
That is Viktor Novikov, head of Sanguine and ringleader of Iago. Quite the resume.
I don't want to do it, chat. But we have to for the good of the world. I don't want to kill him. I don't want to kill Jeffrey Epstein. Where's Diddy?
He's right. If you'll excuse me, Congressman, urgent matter.
Oh, he's talking to Congress.
Do enjoy your evening.
See, it is Jeffrey Epstein. He's talking to Princess, Congressman.
What the hell is he up to now?
Shall we follow him? That's his bodyguard. Act natural. Act natural. Act natural. That's a lot of people. They're not noticing I'm following him? I'm with them.
Sorry, sir. You're gonna have to stand back.
I'm with them.
That's right. Thank you for your cooperation.
Come on.
Look, don't be an asshole, Sebastian.
All right,
Whether
fine.
you like it or not, you are the
I'll just
star
go this way.
Man, I wish I had that jaw.
Stop. You look fine.
I know I look fine, but he's like a Greek god or something, you know?
Dude.
I can't believe he's actually here, you know, like in the
Calm
same
down.
room as us. Helmut Kruger's been my role model since college.
Dude,
So,
calm
if he
down.
kisses your hand, will you ever wash it again?
Yeah, I saw you blush earlier when you put on his makeup.
This guy loves Jeffrey Epstein.
I don't recognize you, so you can't come through here.
All right, I'm not even going to go through there. Jeez.
Speaking of,
All right, let's find a disguise. Let's be this guy. This is security.
Come through here. Sorry about that.
Can we be this guy? Can we kill him? I mean, subdue him? Oh, I'm trespassing. I didn't mean to go in there. I'm just joking. I'm a good guy. Don't mind me. I'm just trespassing. You wouldn't want to come in here, would you? Fine. Okay. Let's try and lure this guy in here. Uh-oh. I guess I'm trespassing. Oopsies. I guess you got to come and check this out, don't you? I'm sure trespassing here. Yep. I'm definitely trespassing. Nope. This guy's not going to come. I have a wrench. Okay. Ooh. We got his attention. Just hide. There he is. Here we go. Sorry, buddy. You're going to sleep. Night, night. All right. Let's take his clothes. We need to save Epstein. Hopefully we can do this without killing Epstein. Let's drag him. Bag him and drag him, boys. Hopefully we can do this without killing Epstein. Yep. I'm just on my post. All right, so where's Epstein? Where's Epstein and Ghislaine? I think we're allowed in here now. Yeah. I'm an assassin. I'm a professional. All right. Let's see what we could do here. Don't mind me. Security coming through. Let's see here. What are we supposed to do, actually? We just got to kill these people? That's it? Excuse me. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
Never enough security, right?
Yep, never enough security. That's what I am. I'm security. Thank you. Hey, security, I'm like you. Yep, nothing to see here. Just securing things. Yep. Uh-oh. Those guys are going to recognize me. They're going to know I'm not security. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe we can... They're leaving. Here we go. Just act natural. I've been recorded by a security camera. That's not good. Just act natural. Hey, buddy. Yep. How do I use items? Options, mouse, keyboard. Interact, agility actions, melee item, Q, G. Holster, H. Inventory, I. Ooh. Oh no. Is that bad if I'm recorded by a camera? Do I lose points or something? Ooh. There's Ghislaine. Ghislaine Maxwell. I'll leave Jeffrey Epstein for last because I don't want to kill him.
How they do it? Margolis and
Hey, I'm just coming through.
all this.
We're cool, right? Yeah, we're cool. There she is. Hey, fellas. Nothing to see here, right? How do I go upstairs? That guy's gonna recognize me. Uh-oh. I'm just running for no reason. Bye. Ah, the food? Hello, waiters. You wouldn't happen to know how to go upstairs, would you?
Whoa. Sorry, sir, I can't let you through.
Darn.
My orders.
This is as far as we go. Okay. I'm just hiding over here. Alright, you heard him. I wonder if I can go through as a waiter. Maybe I can distract them and make them leave.
Huh. Wow. Never knew this stuff was so complicated. What's this one? Hey, who are you?
Hey, sorry. I didn't mean to press that button. Bye.
You. Yeah, you.
Not suspicious at all. I'm not being suspicious at all. Come follow me in here. Why don't you follow me in here?
Wait a minute.
Tee-hee. Oh, I killed him. Oopsies. I didn't mean to kill him. Oh. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Hey, buddy. Nothing to see here? Okay, that was a mistake.
What's up?
Uh-oh. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Hey,
we're screwing up.
please, really? Stop. I have a gun and I will use it if necessary.
Nothing to see here, man. I'm just doing security stuff. See ya. What do you guys think about that escape? Yeah. It's just regular security stuff. Calm down. Nothing to see here. Okay, we gotta find a new disguise. We definitely need a new disguise. Hey, I'm just chilling. Don't worry about me. Just doing my job. Don't worry about me. That was genius, right? All right. Let's go. We're back in it. Let's find a new disguise. No. Let's see here. What should we do? Maybe actually I can just go up. Hold on. Uh-oh. That was an accident. They call me Bond. Oh no!
Hey, you see him? Come on, guys. Let's work it.
Darn! Okay, now I know the layout.
Welcome.
So we got security, waiters, those guys in black. That might be the disguise I really want. Don't worry. We're going to save the world.
Good evening, sir.
We're going to
Welcome
save the
San
Epstein Island. There he is.
Right there.
Look, Daniel, she's nice.
Well, I don't know. They're so thin.
Let's try a different route. Let's be the help. Let's become the help.
And a good day to you. Huh.
Oh. We're getting the layout of the land, okay? I see. That's the fashion show. That's where they procure their little children. Look at those children on the runway. Disgusting.
Man, I wish I had that jaw.
Stop, you look fine.
I know I look fine, but he's like a Greek god or something.
Hey, tuxedo boy. Can't let you through. Come on, move it along.
Like
Nice
in
and
the
easy.
same room as us.
Okay, I'm gonna do it this way again.
Been my room.
I'm gonna do it this way again. Where's the pizza? Yeah, all this talk about pizza. I don't see pizza anywhere. Sorry, buddy. Oh, did I really have to use the wire? I guess this is a violent run. I should have let him turn it off. There we go. Alright, this may be a little bit of a violent run. But if you're in my way, you gotta go. Did I really have to kill him? I don't think we had to kill him. You're a pedophile, right? No, he was a pedophile, duh. Obviously he was a pedophile. Obviously he was a pedophile in the files. He had to go. Him merely being here obviously makes him a pedophile. But we're also protecting the list.
Wow, speaking of,
My motivations
that
are a
guy
little
looks
unclear.
A lot like Helmut Kruger.
Huh. Yeah. Uncanny.
You think so? Who's that guy? I need to be this guy. I need to be that guy. How do I be him? Let's find him and be him. Oh. Don't want to meet that guy. If they have a dot on top of their head, it means that they'll recognize me, that I shouldn't be wearing this attire. Can I be her? Can I use her costume? Okay, I clearly look like that guy, and if I become that guy, I bet you I can. Is that Helmut Kruger? I'm looking for Helmut Kruger.
Did you just deny me something? Because I do believe
If I can be him, I bet you I can go anywhere.
They better say I'm sorry. It's adorable. Again, because you're a security and it's safe.
It's not the diorama
Don't hit me.
itself. It's the overture. Sato hates Tchaikovsky.
But what's there to hate about
We're learning.
Tchaikovsky?
We're learning.
I don't know. Gotta hate something, I guess.
Tchaikovsky.
That's just stupid. But
This is social engineering that's happening right now.
Satirize American exceptionalism.
That's Sato right there.
The irony is completely lost in translation, and she just looks exceptional. Ugh, forget it. Honey,
powder something. Maybe hide that Adam's apple. Yeah, I see it.
It's your show, Sebastian.
So if I press the button, he'll go nuts.
The diorama! I made it!
Right. One more glass. Still at the pain, Sebastian.
Let's follow him. Okay, he's not doing anything. He's not a target. Okay, no need to focus on him, maybe. Let's find a different way. Don't worry, Epstein files. Ooh, what's going on over here?
Not so much. And then there was the year before with the straitjackets.
Yeah, I think you'd look good in just about anything. Intestines, straitjackets.
Are you fraternizing?
Aw. Look, I gotta run. But I'll see you later, okay?
What are you doing back here? Huh? Get back to work. Uh-oh. There's so many people that can recognize me, darn. Perfect. This guy's making it too easy. Wait, I can't get him. Oh, jeez. Can't go that way. All right, let's get out of here.
Christ, I mean, they're really paranoid. What the
Ooh,
hell
maybe I can bring one of these guys down here. Yes, yes. Let's get their attention.
What?
Hey, come get the coin. You want the coin? I can't see. Yeah, you do want the coin, don't you? Yeah, come on. You need the coin, don't you? Come on, pick it up. Grab him, grab him, grab him. Let's go, let's go. All right. All right. Where do we stash the body? Well, he's not dead, but... I can't believe he picked up that coin. Like it was a quarter, bro. Oldest trick in the book. Hey, buddy. I'm your friend you were just talking to. Anyways, back to work. All right.
Your call, Sato. Is that a new haircut? Do they tip here?
Sato.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
What now?
His guard is going to know.
Belt, no belt. What's he gonna
There's
be?
Epstein.
Ellie's gonna be on in a second.
Hey, where the hell are you from? A little personal space?
My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Bro, how do I get to G Lane? I need that guy. That's who I need.
I'm fine, thanks.
I'm going to subdue him. I'm going to find a way to subdue him.
Really?
Maybe the coin trick.
How are we doing? I dare say
It didn't work. Don't mind me. I'm just picking up my coin that I tossed. Don't mind me. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to become black security. That's what we're going to do. We're going to find black security and become black security. The black guards. We're going to do... That's what we're going to do. It's going to be easy.
Say what? Weird.
Turn around.
Wow. Never knew this stuff.
Hey, you! Stop!
Oh, man, I screwed up. I screwed up big time. The old ledge trick. You can't catch me if I'm hanging off a ledge. Aha, the old ledge trick. I'm out of here. Easy. Way too easy. That's my guy. Here we go. Oh no, they're hunting me. I need to hide.
Yeah, you're probably right. I think I'm too old to enlist in the force.
All right. We've reset. We're good. Just a little distraction. Nothing to see here.
We gotta figure out what that was all about.
Yes, you do. Come in here. That was a big explosion. Was that a little overboard in terms of distractions? Nobody's gonna come inside? All right. Okay, plan. Let's recalibrate. How about like this? This is good.
Come on, I think we got some trouble.
Oh. I messed up. I messed up. We're not saving Epstein. We're just not saving Epstein. No, I meant the black clothed security.
Welcome to
One last try and then we gotta go.
Step right in, sir. Enjoy your evening.
What?
How did they even want me to do this?
There he is.
All right, let's get serious.
Man, I wish I had that jaw.
Stop, you look fine.
I know
Speed run, speed run. Speed run, speed run. Epstein Island speed run. It's this way.
It's okay. So bad. What do you think? Should we do it? What? Are you insane? Oh, no one will know.
Let me listen.
I just think I got lost in all the chaos. I mean, look at all these idiots. But it's haute couture, okay? We might as well just go and rob a bank. Are you drinking again?
Just that's such poopy. It's not just haute couture. It's haute couture that's been worn by Medicine Lang. It's touched her skin. It is blessed.
You need to get some help. 'Cause you
My
are
face
insane.
when.
Bleh. No. I'm a realist.
Excuse me, you're invading my bubble. You're in my bubble right now.
Bye.
Shit. Still no answer.
There it is, upstairs.
Look, Daniel, she's nice.
Hey, brother, what's up?
Hey, I'm like you. I'm your brother.
Wow. Speaking of,
Wait,
that
I'm
guy
going in
looks
circles.
A lot like Helmut Kruger.
Huh. Yeah. Uncanny.
Sit rude in a dark corner.
Black security. We're looking for black security. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get out of my way.
Say what?
Oh.
Coming through. Aha. Yes. We're here. The Grand Hall. Okay. Hmm.
Goodbye, career. I hardly knew you. You there. Stand over here, please. Now.
Come in, Sebastian.
We're wrapping our heads around this one. Okay, hold on.
What does it matter? I'm pissing on a forest fire here. You're perfect. Go. Somebody.
Who do they want me to be? Yes. This is the distraction I needed. Nope, that was not the distraction I needed. That was a bad idea. I'm trying to be the white dot. Yep, they're looking for me. Shouldn't have done that.
Hey, hold it. What are you doing here?
Nothing. You want to come find out? You can come in here and find out. That was easy. Uh-oh. Yes.
Sorry to inform you that this is off limits.
Don't worry, I'm going this
Sir,
way.
you are not authorized to be here.
My bad, my bad, my
Don't
bad.
show
My bad, my
yourself
bad, my
here
bad, my
again.
bad, my bad, my bad. Can I be here? Can I stand here? Is it okay if I stand here? That's my guy. That's who I want to be.
Great. Now.
Let's just watch him for a bit. Lure him how? Let's just socially engineer. I'm just security. Let's watch him. Finish your photo shoot. Yeah, looking good, buddy. All right.
Yes. Okay, now give me that humble, authentic smile that made the girl swoon during the recession. Oh, perfect.
Amazing. Great stuff.
Okay, now give me ethereal.
Hey, this is my...
Oh, great. Okay,
This is
now
my,
Hitman. I want...
Got him.
What, is this Discord? Who's talking to me?
What's good with you, cut?
Yo. You ever play
How are you,
Hitman?
bro? Didn't that shit come out like on PlayStation fucking back in NAM?
Something like that.
Yeah, the OG Hitman. Yeah, that's a throwback.
Sir, I'm sorry to do this. Bye. We're in the middle of something. Am I allowed this way? All right. Yes, go off into a secluded area by yourself. Absolutely. That's a great idea. I'll protect you. Yes, yes.
Dahlia? Helmut.
How are you, sir?
Not
Dude,
yet.
this guy's
I've
ruining
fallen in
everything.
A few cycles, I think. I have. I think I'm in, but I want to be clear on it.
Is there a quick save or something? Save slots? Is there such a thing as like a save slot? So can I load exactly from this part? In case I try something?
Fine. I'll be up. I see you there. Can I help you? No.
I'm just protecting you.
Could I ask that you maybe leave us alone? Thanks.
I'm just security.
Yeah, Dan, it's me. Oh, you're watching the live feed.
I'm just security, don't worry.
No, not anytime soon. Actually, I'm doing this thing for Dahlia Margolis. It might take a while. Don't ask. Of course you'll get your 10% ban. Look, we both know that I'm past my prime. There's no way but down, Dan, and it's not like I've been an ascetic here. But this way, if I do this, I can leave the game with some startup cash. A lot of startup cash.
I'm gonna take the bald dude's fit, but if I subdue him here, don't you see all these agents? They're gonna kill me. We must bide our time.
Thinking facial products.
Any
maybe
moment,
underwear?
he will become
Anyway,
available, I
gotta go,
bet.
Dan. I'll see you in Cali, okay? All right. Yeah, ciao.
Is there a distraction? Is there something I can activate? Something I can do?
Am I really doing this? I don't know. Maybe it's not so different from...
These guys are so annoying.
I'm kidding. Of course it is. Money makes all the difference.
You're talking to yourself.
Unbelievable. This could be my last show. And it feels like only yesterday.
How do I take his costume? Send a woman his way?
Well...
What are you talking about?
Maybe it's better this way. You don't want to end up like Enrique Santiago. Crow's feet on the podium. No, thank you.
Dude, this is
Am I
impossible.
really doing this? I don't know. Maybe it's not so different from... who am I kidding? Of course it is. Money makes all the difference.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
Dahlia Mughal. Why do I feel like I'm playing with fire here?
I have an idea.
Don't think like that. Don't think like that.
Oh, there's my thing. That's where I can put bodies. I have an idea. There must be something to create a distraction. Something. Use the coin, Nick. They love that. Aha. But how will I do it? Will it even work? Dude. So it's not that easy, just like take out one guy? I gotta take them all out, huh? Well, and it's gotta be quick, too. I can't be nice about it. I might have to shoot him in the head. Don't worry, I'm just holding a wrench. No, don't worry about that. So one, that guy's there. It would have to be like fast. I don't know. I think I'm better off just taking out one of these guys. Here's what I'm gonna do. The old coin trick.
Big point. Gotcha. Beautiful.
You want to go this way? That didn't work. You want to follow me this way? I'm trespassing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just screwed up. Okay, here's my guy.
Command, target is not.
Here's my guy. Here's my guy. Here's my chance.
Standing down, returning to post.
Bing. We did it. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. Wait, we're panicking. We did it. Give me that. Brush this, guys. I'm out of here. Even if they find the body, I don't care. Oh, give me my gun back. Heck yeah. All right, let's get out of here.
Command, this is Big Dog.
Wait, I screwed up. Wait. Am I not disguised? How come it says... Oh, jeez. How does this work? There's too many of them. Is that why? So when the searching thing goes away, I'll be safe, right? Okay, they found a body. That's not good.
Any description on possible suspect?
I'm out of here.
Ugly face. It was over in a second.
I'm out of here. See ya.
Looks like the pier is all cleared, sir. Over.
We did it. Okay, am I These guys can't see me. Oh. So I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I have a new disguise. All right, we did it. Let's get out of here. Don't worry, Epstein. We're going to save the island. We're going to save the island. Hey, fellas.
Payday next week.
I'm black security like you. Yes. Yes. Hey, guys. I'm supposed to be here.
Good hunt.
Yes. Alrighty. Ghislaine, you're next. Uh-oh.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? I'm like you. Where's Ghislaine? Oh, she's upstairs. Darn. There's just no way upstairs.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Hey, have you seen those knucklehead guards from downstairs?
Is there no way up? Okay, obviously we need a distraction. So, let's go to the stairwell. See, we need to go up that stairwell. Ah, yes. 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 Okay, what do we do? How do we do this? Let's close this door. Let's quick save. Let's just save here. I'm only allowed to save once because I'm playing master difficulty level. Okay, well, there you go. We're going to take the coin. The classic coin trick. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Nope, that's not going to work. That guy turns around.
Come on, chest out, chin up.
Look that way, bro. Oh, crap. Oh, that's my guy. That's the dude. It doesn't matter now.
Yeah, that's what I like to see.
Is there a distraction in here? Come on, come on. Give me something. Yes. Oopsies, that's a lot of water. Oh no. Oh no, look at all this water.
Shit.
Water. You're done. You're done. You're done. Oh no! Hey, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Okay, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Nobody. Everybody calm down.
Anybody there?
Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down.
We need to flush this guy out.
Calm down, everybody. There's nothing to see here. Okay? Calm down. Nothing to see here. Do you think they noticed? Master assassin.
Command.
I'm a professional.
Someone's making trouble. Possibly high on drugs.
I'm a professional.
Comb the area. Copy. What? What's going on? Someone's making.
Oh, look at all this intel. Oh, I should have been reading this.
Trouble. Possibly high on drugs.
Do we have a description?
Possibly high on drugs.
Put down the firearm. You heard me. Give.
Nothing to see here. Everybody relax. Everybody calm down. Relax. Everybody calm down.
Get the perp now. Oh.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Regroup.
No way. Something's clearly up. What is going on? All right, let's get out of here. Let's close this door. We don't need any more distractions. There's too many bodies in the way.
No, still sweeping. Understood. Out.
That'll do.
Come out with your hands interlaced on top of your head. Hear me?
Can I be this guy? I can't be any of these disguises? All right, I'm out. Dude, hell yeah, look. We did it. We did it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm hand to the true star tonight.
Not in effect. We both heard that.
Okay, no, I gave up. I didn't mean to do that. I'm going with a different strategy. Epstein Island has to go down. We couldn't do it. I couldn't save Epstein's Island. I'm sorry. Little St. James. It's over. Hey, Carver, how you doing? We were just trying to save Epstein Island there. But it was impossible. It says, hey, Nit, nice to see the show on at night. Somewhat night. Yeah. We were trying to see. Agent 47 was tasked in retrieving the Epstein list because they were about to reveal it, and we couldn't allow that. Whew. It's funny because I saw this post. I saw this funny post that was showing that mission we were just playing, that it was very much like the Epstein stuff, and that's why I played it, because I was like, oh wait, I have that game. I haven't gamed in a while. I don't really game anymore, but I have Hitman, so I thought it was thematic, and you guys know how I like that. All right, y'all. Hope you enjoyed yourselves on this fine Friday. We've been together. We spent plenty time together today. I do appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, your weekend. I'll see you guys Sunday for more for church with Jesse Lee Peterson and all that. Amazing. And what else? Thank you for the support, the super chats, Rumble rants, very awesome, very deep. All these coffees, buymeacoffee.com/anchorbaby, Jermaine, someone. Amazing. Now let's see. Kale, man, thanks for the super chat earlier. Says, Nick, did you know the Suicide Boys went Christian? I didn't know that. That's cool, man. All right, y'all. Thank you. See ya. I hope to do this later next Friday. All right, take care. Like the video. Appreciate everything. See you guys Sunday and all that. Peace.